Will you stop crunching? God damn it! All right, guys, we are. Let's see what it says here. Shit says we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. If y'all can hear us, give us some
Give us
comments,
a thumbs up.
likes, shares, money, whatever you got there in your hand.
Money.
If y'all can hear us, if y'all can hear us. So let's see.
Instead of 8-pack, it's 2-pack.
We are live. To all the people out there, if you can hear us, we're gladly appreciate it if you say something. Hold on.
Side effects must include different.
Yeah, it should be on there already.
What our thing?
Yeah.
It says waiting for live video signal.
I show it live everywhere.
Oh yeah, I'm frozen.
You're frozen?
Ahí está.
There it is.
Man, that water's gonna make me have to go pee, I swear. I think we should have shut off the fountain. I mean the fish tank.
But won't the fish die?
There's no fish. They already died.
SpongeBob.
About that.
Oh, I don't see any.
It says the live video ended.
Boo.
No, it didn't. I'm still on it right here.
Okay.
What does it say?
I see somebody just shared it right now. Let's see who it was.
That was probably me. Vamos a ver.
Can you see it, Angel?
Yeah, I can. I'm on actual.
Yeah, you're able to see it right there, Sylvia. You
Yeah,
said
but-
it ended.
It did, and I had to come all the way back in. See, look right there.
But it's still on though, right?
Getting comfortable here. Says ended. Yeah, Sylvia says it's ended.
No, I think we're good. All right, let's do this.
Mine's frozen.
Who says that there's
Oh, there
frozen?
it went.
How does your phone keep on saying? How does your phone keep on getting frozen and then there it goes?
So I have a quick question. I am noticing that you have a group and then you have a page, or just a group?
There's a group, a page, my Facebook, the YouTube, the TikTok, the
Okay.
Twitter, the Instagram.
But everybody can watch the podcast from either or the
Yeah,
page
anywhere.
and or the group
Or
Yeah.
my OnlyFans.
or your OnlyFans. Yeah.
Most of the Atomic Talk is gonna pop up if they're on the group page and the like page. It'll pop up there so they could comment with us. It just most of the time it doesn't say their name, so like that's why we do it there. Somebody just commented on there. Let's see, who is that? You see, that's why I'm trying to find out where they comment at, so I can find out who's on there. Let's see. Must be mine. Must be somebody else's. I don't know. Okay, what is it? Can you see it, Sylvia? Up there on top.
Rosa gives thumbs up.
Rosa, appreciate it,
Rosalita?
Rosa.
Yeah, Lira.
Lira,
Says-
Rosalita.
Appreciate it, Miss Lita. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and start the podcast already. You know what? I've been wondering: are we a podcast or are we a talk show? I think we're more of a talk, like a podcast. What's the darn definition of a podcast, and what's the
It
damn-
is called Atomic Talk.
right? I mean, I feel more of a talk, like a talk style talk show.
I think a podcast started recently, like within these last few years, and it's just something that you can listen to, and then, but now they're kind of merging talk show podcasts. It's kind of merging together, I think, in my opinion. I don't know.
All right. So we have Angel Evangelina in the house,
Hello,
What's
hello,
going
hello,
on?
hello, everybody.
and we got. She's actually out of Kingsville, correct?
Kingsville, yeah. I'm from
Kingsville, Texas.
K-Town.
And then we have Sylvia in the house.
So, yeah.
Sylvia. Then we have Miss Crystal in the house. Crystal. And then we have Mr. Carlos in the house. Oh yeah, Carlos.
Yo.
And we got me in the house. Yep. Once again, guys, we are Atomic Talk, and we like to talk about whatever and however, and we do whatever we want. So, Angel, actually, Angel is a stylist, salon. What all do you do out there?
I do a little bit of everything, honestly. I mean, My main focus is hair. I do a lot of balayage. I do color. I do color correction. I do a little bit of everything.
What is balayage?
So balayage is actually a highlighting technique. A lot of people get it confused with highlights, and how I describe it. I would say when you do highlights, traditional highlights is to the scalp. Balayage is gonna give you a little bit more rootage, so you're gonna have a little bit darker towards the scalp, as opposed to traditional highlights going to be towards the scalp.
That makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense. You see, whenever I go and like I see a lot of people say I'm gonna go dye their hair, and then I see them and they have like little black on their top of their
Their
head. I'm all like,
roots.
so that means they dyed their hair. They didn't go balayage, right?
Yeah.
Body.
So,
Okay.
so I mean, you can
Yada,
also
yada,
too
yada, yada, yada.
nowadays, like you can also do both. So like you have a lot of people that come in and they don't want to have a lot of gray. I call it natural highlight. So they do color and a balayage too. So you can definitely do both. Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes a lot of sense there. On your there, you've been in the business. How long would you say?
Since 03.
Since 03.
Yep, 03.
Hold on, 03.
I want to say that's 20 years.
20 years. Wow,
Yeah.
that went by quick.
Mhm.
Since my baby was 3.
Yes.
Wow, that is
Mhm.
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
20 years.
I
that's-
can't even believe it sometimes. I'm like, wow.
It went by
Wow,
fast,
that-
right? Because
that
I
is-
remember
Super
when you
fast.
were like on the journey to get licensed and getting all of that done, and it seemed like just yesterday.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
so cool.
It doesn't feel like 20 years, honestly.
It does not.
It doesn't. I go, people ask me that all the time. How long you been doing hair? And I'm like, 20 years.
Wow, that is
So,
that's. I mean, it flies by so quick. So I mean, at that point, I mean, there should be like a Hall of Fame for you because I mean, you're already
I would
done
like
you've
to.
done the time already. So
Yeah.
so with that being said, I'm gonna touch base on something. So there's this these friends that I know that I one day I was in a coffee shop and I was
Uh-huh.
hey can I get some scissors to cut some paper real quick, and I was can I borrow some scissors, and they're all like no,
yeah.
I don't think I have any, and I'm all like hold on, this is a salon. It's a coffee shop and a salon. So I was all like, what do you mean you don't have scissors? Y'all have scissors, y'all cut people's hair. And they're all, we do not have scissors, we have
Shears.
shears.
Yes.
I'm all,
Yeah.
hold on, you're just making this this like special name for scissors. That's a bunch of bull. You have scissors. Where are they? They're all like, you will not cut anything with my shears. I'm all like,
Yes.
those are just expensive scissors. What makes them so different? They have to be for hair, or like are they
Yeah,
like a
some
different cut, or
I mean, honestly, like every stylist has their preference, but yeah, I mean, I have encountered like $2,000 to $3,000 that stylists spend on their shears.
hold on,
$2,000 to $3,000.
Yep.
Yes.
the
I've
price
heard of that,
the
yeah.
price like of a car.
Yeah, yeah, like a lot of money because they even have certain people show up, like a guy.
Yeah.
And he sharpens
Oh yeah,
the
you have
blades
to
and all
have
that
him
stuff.
sharpened.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
you
He's like
can't
a
just like
it's like a
bust
butcher,
out
man. You gotta have
yes.
your knives sharp and stuff. That
Yeah.
So
he
like
he goes in and he takes them and he goes and he sharpens up and then he takes them back to the stylist.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's just like my
That's
tweezers that I use for my clients. Those run me like $200. They're,
what?
Yeah, they're
Wow.
Hold on.
diamond. Yeah.
Tweezers?
Tweezers.
No, Sylvia, you stick to those. No, you're good with the ones you've been buying. I'm cool with that. Hold on, bro. I've been telling her
No.
$10 again for more. No, you're good. Don't worry about it. That's fine and dandy.
That's awesome.
We got some people commenting on there. Who do we got up there? Can you see?
So we have shout out to Chuy Loco, Liz Rodriguez, Harvey Gonzalez, and
Harvey,
Ashley
I haven't
Nicole,
Harvey in a while.
Rolando Arias.
Cool.
And everyone's
Mr.
just kind of
Rolando.
watching, chilling with us. And Julie Navarro, sorry.
Hi,
She just put on here,
Julie.
don't ignore me, and I just didn't even say her name.
All right, so we're gonna get to the. Actually, I have a little video that I'm gonna put on there real quick. So it's gonna actually pull you up, and you could kind of explain the video there of
Okay.
who you. I guess you did their hair there,
Yeah.
or like how that works. And,
Oh yeah, I'm
and
big
everything.
on like I like to take like the process of what I take a client or starting point to the end point. If they're comfortable, I'll totally do the whole process. Sometimes, you get a little bit of shy clients, so they're like, so I just do like before and afters. But
It's almost like Pimp Out My Ride.
exactly.
It comes in all,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then they're like
Tour,
leaving. They're like,
we're
what
doing
the?
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah. So
awesome.
here's a little
Definitely.
video of yours. It's another video, right?
Yep,
Oh,
that's me.
that's your TikTok actually. So your TikTok actually, before we leave the little thing right there, your TikTok is I believe it was
Love thy hair underscore angel.
so love thy, it's like
Thy.
THY
Thy
and then hair and then underscore angel.
angel.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And then you said that this one.
You can like on the front you can see. Okay, so this is just like a, what is that word? Compilation.
Compilation.
Hold on real quick.
Compilation.
Julie says they can't hear her.
Can't hear me. How about now, guys?
Oh,
Can you
she can
me
hear her now.
Oh,
Okay.
she can hear me now.
What the what?
Yeah,
Can you hear me
good.
now?
So yeah, so this other one is just, I just kind of put it together. I try to stay like on top of the TikTok trends. But so this was one that was kind of blowing up, so I just added some of my work in there. It's a little bit of everything because I do a little bit of everything.
So,
I don't.
So I will be honest, like
Yeah.
like on my behalf, when I go, like when I say a girl is like beautiful or anything like that,
Mhm.
it's so weird. Like Carlos, I guess I will start with you. Like whenever you see a girl, what is the first thing like on above their shoulders, Carlos? What catches your attention
Their
first?
hair.
Their hair.
Their hair.
You see, and that's a like a big deal with me. Like I for some reason their hair most like I'm gonna ask somebody in a little bit and they're gonna say their shoes, but the the main thing on me is like their hair, like
Yeah.
what they do with their hair and how they do how their hair looks, highlights, or they're able to keep up with them and all that.
Oh yeah,
And that's like
definitely.
a big one there. So
Yeah.
this is another one of your
Aw.
clients there.
This is one of my clients. She actually came in with what we call virgin hair. So girlfriend hadn't done anything to her hair. I believe she was gonna go into the 9th grade.
Oh, wow.
So her parents said she could do her hair. So she wanted something kind of subtle. She didn't want anything like boom in your face. So we kind of just threw a couple of foils in there. I didn't do a whole lot of foliage. And I kind of brightened her up around the face a little bit, but just something more subtle. So she's not so, it's not going to be high maintenance. That's another thing with the balayage. It's not high maintenance. A lot of people don't want to come in every 4 to 6 weeks. You know, they want to be able to go to 3 or 4 months. So that's another thing that I include in my consultations. What are you willing to commit as far as your hair goes? Are you a person that wants to come in every 6 weeks, or do you want to come in twice a year? Because I can make either or happen for you, you know?
Sylvia, hold on.
And
Hold, hold up.
Sorry.
Sylvia,
Yes.
why do you go every 2 weeks?
Every 2 weeks. I don't go every 2 weeks.
What the? Hold on, what's going on here?
Okay, let me add that yes, you can go longer in between your appointments. However, in order to maintain like for example, Sylvia's hair, she likes it, from what I know or from what I see, she likes it light and bright. And in order to maintain that lightness of blonde, you have to go in at least once a month.
Yeah. It's a lot
Because
of
what
maintenance.
happens with the blonde hair
She
is
said
it
every
goes
2
out.
weeks. Back her up.
Well, back her up. Okay. So
Especially
every
because
2 weeks.
I feel like especially because my roots are so dark. Maybe,
Yeah.
You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So
Yeah.
I have to. It's a lot of maintenance.
Yes,
Yeah.
and so yeah, I mean, she could wait once a month, but I will tell you, the longer you wait, especially with the blonde hair, the more.
Oh
More
yeah.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, go the time you need to go.
every 2 weeks is fine.
Every 2 weeks.
So with your salon there, I've been to your place there. It's like really nice. It's
Thank
like
you.
it got like a bunch of parking and everything. So there in Kingsville, do you only stick to your clients in Kingsville? Do you?
No,
I mean, I'm pretty sure with the hair that I can see right here, I'm more than sure they're traveling from everywhere.
Yeah.
If I travel to go get cookies from a darn place in the valley, I know that they're traveling to go get their hair done with you
Yeah.
there. Like how does what's your furthest client right now that you
I
got?
believe my furthest client, which I wouldn't know, is Austin or Houston further.
I would say Houston probably.
And then I have one that she comes from Lubbock too.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's far.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of my clients, what happens is that I since we're a college town, I start doing their hair when they're in college, and then they leave, and then they're like, I don't want to find anybody else, so they still have connection in Kingsville, so they're like, well, I'm gonna keep coming and get my hair done in Kingsville. So I mean, I feel blessed that I'm able to have that relationship and that they trust me. But I also tell them too, you know, if for any reason they can't come back to me, I'm in a hair forum and I find them someone that I can trust them with
Oh yeah.
in their
Oh,
area.
nice.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
Refer
nice.
them over.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I share my formulas. I'm not the type of stylist. I believe that we should like interact and learn with each other. So I always share my formulas. Of course, all my formulas are custom. I don't give like I wouldn't give APAC the same hair color I would give Sylvia or, Carlos, or everybody has their own unique customized formula.
Yeah.
So
So, and then
That's
another
awesome.
question that I get is did I ask, should a man dye his beard?
oh yeah.
Because the grays are coming out like crazy on me now. I mean, oh my
And
god.
it's not like before where you had to go get what is it? Like the one in the box and color
That just for men.
just for men, and it was you got the harsh line. No, it's not like that nowhere. And it's so much more advanced now. Like
But
we could
me-
easily blend you in and make you look more natural.
But what? So like,
Do y'all have red?
We have red, girl.
She
Mhm.
needs red.
okay,
Got
but
yellow.
but they say that mine is like a very hard color to find. I mean,
Oh
to
no, we'll
match,
find it. We'll
Oh
find it.
yeah,
to match.
trial and error.
Try-
Yeah,
yeah, but
exactly.
that's gonna be my face for a little while.
Well, see, like for me, this past weekend, my daughter's like, "Dad, you got a lot of gray hairs and stuff." So, what I did yesterday is I stood in front of the mirror and
You
took them
tweezed
all
them
out.
all out.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay, so
Really?
Yeah, that's
okay,
why
so
it's
with
all-
that
yeah,
with
that's
that being
fine.
said, does it grow back faster?
You know what? I'm gonna have to say no.
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 I don't believe that. I believe that the reason why people think that is because gray hair is coarse and dense, meaning it takes up more space. So what are you gonna notice more? The normal hair that you have or that gray hair coming in?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
notice the
That
gray
makes
hair.
sense.
So I believe that. That's why people say that, oh, it grows in faster or more.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that was like a big old deal when I was like growing up.
I kinda wanna
I would
get it
like
like
go over
that.
there and I'm all
Dark
look,
black.
I'm all, Mom, I got a gray hair. She's all, do not take it out because it'll come by 10.
I don't
if
know.
you take
if that
out
was
one
like-
and then it's come out more. and
That's
so-
like a Mexican superstition or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. For every one you put out, you would get 12 more. That's what
Yeah.
you would
Yeah.
say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of clients that believe that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So-
when I was little, my sister actually, I don't know why she did that, but my mom had like a little patch of gray hair. So my mom was asleep, and she went and she tweezed that whole little patch.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So I was like, wow. I always
So
remember that.
what comments do we have up here, Sylvia, on top?
So Chewy Loco says, "Hey, I have a question for Angel. Do you do braids or cornrows? And if so, how much?"
Hey Chewy, unfortunately I don't do braids. That's probably like one of the services that I don't offer.
I got a drill back there, man. We can just like put something in it. We're golden right
Yeah.
there, man. Come see my salon.
I mean, but you guys have a lot of amazing braid. What do you call them?
Braiders.
Braiders
Braiders,
here in
right?
I don't know what
Corpus.
they're
Yeah.
called.
Special
Yeah.
braiding specialist.
What
here.
else do you got there?
And then we have Maria Mendez Herrera is now watching. She said, "Hi, OMG, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, appreciate you.
I saw Magdalena Gomez, Dante Cruz, and I think that's it that I'm seeing.
So I've
far.
been to
I have Cindy Valdez.
a barber shop, right? And they're
Uh-huh.
like, hey, if you want to, we could enhance your beard. Like,
Oh,
but they kind of like airbrush it.
yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
don't, you know how like you used to dye it?
Mhm.
They airbrush it. And he's like,
Oh.
if you want to come in, I would say you come in on a Tuesday. Because if you're going to have like something on a Saturday, you don't want to be looking all dark.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
okay,
what I mean?
okay.
Because as you shower, some of it, you know,
It starts
rinses
to fade
off,
out.
yeah.
Is it like the
Blend
same
in.
airbrush when they do the shirts?
yeah, that's what he
It
said.
look, yeah,
it
it
looks
does.
exactly
These
the same.
barbers are getting really fancy now.
Oh,
I
damn.
mean, I'm
I-
like, they
Wow.
do the edge up too. You know?
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen when they do the edge up? I'm like,
Yeah,
wow.
they did. They just did a Z in my son's hair the other day.
Oh, I
you know,
saw
they,
the picture. Yeah.
they-
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I mean, and the thing
Definitely.
is, haircuts are not cheap anymore.
Oh no,
A
definitely.
lot of people are
not.
like, "Oh, what happened to the $8 and $10, the $12?" I'm like, I don't know where you've been at, bro.
Inflation. Yeah.
inflation.
Yeah, it's been
paying
I mean,
for these
because
$2,000 scissors.
yeah, and then
I
you're
kid,
you
I
know you're
kid.
paying for the lease because you're leasing the building, or you're
Yes.
paying for
Right,
your
the overhead, yeah.
or you know what is it, your booth,
Your
you know.
booth,
So
yeah.
it just depends, you know.
Product, I mean, since COVID, product has gone up tremendously.
Oh, exactly.
You know, it's insane. I mean, just how everything else around us, but in us in the hair industry, we have noticed like a big.
Oh, especially
jump,
like in the
you
paper,
know?
if you have, you know, if you're the foil, the paper towels, the, you know, all the stuff, it's going up.
It
Everything's
adds
up.
going up.
It
Yeah.
adds up,
Mhm.
yeah. We have Magdalena Gomez. She said, she said the name. Sure did do that. Your
Uh-huh.
sister sure did do that.
She sure did.
And then Chubsy Wubsy, I never go for anything to my hair, just braids and vamonos. I was always working driving the tow trucks in town.
Oh, wow.
So, oh yeah, braids are convenient.
Braids
know.
are very
So
convenient.
I don't. At a very young age, my sister started going to Vogue. It used to be called
Oh, yeah.
Vogue here in
Mhm.
town, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my mother went for a little while, and then my sister followed in her footsteps. And of course, I used to comb my hair slick back like with tres flores, right?
I
And
pulled that off
gotta
this
love
past
it.
weekend.
And so then she says, "Hey, let me just take a little bit off the side, bro." And so she trimmed a little bit, and she's like, "Look, see, it looks good, right?" And here I am with my head inside the bathtub. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then she starts to do the other side, and she just totally jacks it up.
Oh man.
So then my uncle came and gave me like a bowl cut, and after that, I just been shaving my head bald ever since.
Since then.
Yeah,
And you were how old?
man, I was about 8 years old. 7, 8
o'clock.
years.
8 o'clock.
Say
8 o'clock.
I was about 7, 8 years old. I mean,
And
for
why?
years.
So why'd you never let it grow again? Just
I
because
just
it's just.
and it's
convenient,
kind of
right?
weird. It's kind of weird because I shave my like every other day. I shave my head.
Oh wow.
So
Like you using a Rocco or like
no,
a shaver?
no, a shaver, like
Oh,
a
wow.
you know, like a Mach 3 turbo and stuff. You know, so I shave it like every other day.
That boy said a Mach 3 turbo.
That's what it's called.
Enhanced 2000,
Yeah,
430, 4060.
So,
Wow.
so the thing is, like after like 3 or 4 days, like my head hurts because I lay down on the pillow and like the hair is like messing with
Oh,
my head.
growing
so,
back?
Yeah, I had
Oh,
to shave
yeah.
it off. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to say it.
Okay.
So my shoulder has been hurting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know those little
You don't
those,
have no vitamin D.
you know those little
Hey,
little
vitamin
sticky
D. Do not underestimate the power of vitamin
Oh,
D.
Do not.
exactly.
you know those sticky things, the ones
That's
that
why I'm
they
still
put
in a
for
relationship.
the pain.
Oh, like the heating patches.
It's
Oh, like the Shack
I think
hot and icy, hot icy, or
Like-
icy hot.
it's similar to that, but it has the ultracaine or what is it?
Oh,
lidocaine.
Lidocaine.
Oh,
yeah.
Novocaine.
Okay, so
Okay.
Something came.
so like normally my shoulder's all hairy and stuff, so the thing would go on there and then like it'll mess with my hairs, and I'll be like I'll fall asleep and then wake up and it's like I'm all stuck to the bed or
pad.
to
Oh,
my
yeah.
face and everything. So the other day I went and I said, you know, I'm gonna shave this part off so I can get the thing to stick better. I go and shave it off, and then I walk into the room and I tell Sylvia, I said, hey, you know, is it pretty cleared up? And she's she just goes over there. No, it was I walked into the room and she like puts her hand like right here and she goes like that. She's all like, oh shit. And she like goes and grabs a towel and she comes over to me. I'm all like, what are you doing? She's all, you have a whole bunch of dust all over you. It was my little hair is all growing back.
Oh.
She said dust.
Yeah, she said dust.
She's like, you got some dandruff right there,
Yeah,
babe.
like,
you know what I
what
mean?
is
Like,
that?
what is that?
But she was all like trying to flick it off. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, it was pretty
So
crazy.
you're one of those that has a sweater in the summer, you know, when
Yeah,
you take your
pretty
shirt
much.
off.
Well,
yeah.
sweater during November.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm even like
no
trying
shave
to,
November.
I'm really thinking about getting rid of this thing though.
Well,
today.
I was gonna say I haven't seen you in a while, but are you you got a new haircut?
That's exactly
Something-
what I said earlier. Yeah.
Okay,
it looks
so-
really nice.
Okay, so what happens is
What happened
our
was
singer for Imaken, she had a birthday party
Uh huh.
and she put she put it as a cholo party.
I saw the
So
pictures.
so yeah, so we went in like actually, you know what? She went in she did it as a cholo party. So I went in did the whole I got all set up for the party and everything, and we had to dress up as cholos.
Mm-hmm.
So Sylvia dressed up as a chola and I dressed up as a cholo. I'm more than sure I have a picture. Do you have a picture, Sylvia?
Yeah.
Will you send it to me real quick? So we're gonna show y'all a picture, and nobody call the cops. This is just pictures we did, okay,
It's
guys?
just like a dress up. It was a dress up
Yeah, it was.
birthday party.
If you can airdrop it to the Mac Mini.
okay.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. Y'all look like everybody was in character.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that when you go to a party and everybody's in character.
Yeah, on the cool. I thought like we we were like in the dang 60s again, man. We're like, oh shit, I was all,
Hey,
I'm your puppet.
Did you
and-
show up in your lowrider bike?
Yeah, no, the
hell
lowrider
yeah.
car, dude, was all zoom, zoom, zoom. I couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I had to wait for it to go down so we could get
So you
off
could
and
get off,
everything.
yeah.
The Daytons were all. I put them in the water and everything. Let's see if I could get it here real quick. Hold on, real quick, guys. I want to show y'all this picture. Hopefully, she sent a good picture because oh my god.
Hopefully that's the right
Maybe
one.
it's the picture of your patch.
Of your patch.
of the dust.
Where'd it go?
There it is.
I did an airdrop you something.
They're not seeing all of that, right?
No.
Okay. I'm like,
She's like, honey? Honey bunny?
Hold on.
How do you ask you a serious question?
Hold on, real quick, guys.
So I guess while you're looking for that, we had Magdalena ask. I lost a comment here, but she says, "Let's see, what did she say?"
Mm.
Oh, is there anything that would soften coarse gray hair?
Oh.
Oh, softened gray coarse hair. Yeah. We actually recommend a Brazilian blowout for that. A Brazilian blowout is a keratin treatment in a bottle. So what it does is it makes hair more manageable. It also makes hair more shiny, and it helps eliminate frizz.
And you do that? That's one of your services?
That's
that
one
you
of
do?
my services.
So maybe I'm wrong, but I
nice.
thought a Brazilian blowout.
I was waiting for
something
it.
else.
Thinking
I
about
was
it.
waiting for
You're
it.
thinking of a Brazilian wax.
Oh, that's not called a Brazilian
That's
blowout
something else.
either.
No.
Hey, so
I
hold on.
always get the Brazilian and
Hold on.
Belgian
All you heard was
wax.
Brazilian.
You know what I mean?
So
I'm like,
I got the picture, guys. So let me
let
post
us-
it for y'all real quick.
Aw,
guys.
Okay.
y'all look so nice.
I believe it's posted right there. Let's see.
Well, tell me why my makeup didn't really change too much. I guess I always do chola makeup.
So I can't tell if it's posted on there, guys. or
yeah,
not.
I see it right now.
Can y'all see us as cholos? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Y'all look really nice, guys.
Mm.
That was us being cholos.
Yeah, you look like
Yeah,
her.
you could see
you
it
look like
on
her
there.
puppet.
I
So
was a
anyhow,
puppet.
that was the reason for the haircut is they left it a little bit long on top so that he was able to put.
I had to go in character.
Well, we were trying to do the tres flores, but I couldn't find any, and so we
wow.
did the moco de
You shoulda-
gorilla.
you shoulda- you shoulda-
Michoacana?
You know,
All
you
right.
should have came to the
I
house.
went to,
I
I
have
went to
some at home.
Walmart and then I went to Wig Max and I couldn't find any.
I actually have some tres flores
Tres
at the house
flores.
because sometimes I put it in my beard.
I just went to the cow
we
over there
used,
down the street. and
He licked you
we used
They
the
cow
moco
licked
de
you.
gorilla.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we just like put it all back. It
because
looked
you
really
wanted
cool.
it to like be slick back.
Yeah, just look back.
You shoulda
Look
gotten a
shiny,
hairnet.
You know?
We should have got a hairnet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I looked for a hairnet too. I couldn't find one.
No.
Mm.
Yeah.
Boo.
You
That
went to
would've been at the
all
wig
the wrong
store.
place. You should have went to
I went to the wig
Sally's.
store and they
On-
only had
on
the
Ayers?
they only had the one that was
The
like a
do-rag.
pantyhose, and then the other one was the one that you wear under the wig.
Oh,
Oh.
you should have called a
Well,
lunch
that one
lady.
would have probably been.
Lunch lady. You needed the one with the little thing right
Yeah,
here, right?
that looked like a net or something.
Yes.
That's what I've seen on the movies. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that I know anything about cholos or cholas.
Well, y'all definitely played the part. Did
Yeah,
y'all
so-
win first place?
So
I know there should have been a costume.
actually, it was cool though because
was fun,
even
yeah.
down to her mom, her dad, everybody.
They were.
No, you're not gonna kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. Then I go, and then her little dog comes out, Doc, and he's all suited
No
up as a
way.
little lowrider
Oh
too.
my God.
He's so cute.
So I was over there playing with him the whole entire
Everybody,
time. but-
everybody has to be in character.
Yeah.
yeah, it was
it's-
so cool. What else do we got on there, real quick?
Let's see. Is hair service the only thing you offer? Do you do makeup or styling?
Definitely styling. Pretty much, like I said, I do concentrate on hair is my main
Focus.
area of concentration. Yeah.
Okay.
So
But,
Do you do nails or anything? No, nails.
Mm-mm. I don't do nails. Like I said, I do have some clients that I do offer like waxing for
Oh, okay,
their
yeah.
eyebrows.
Their eyebrows wax.
Mhm.
so
Or
like
their mustache.
Their mustache. Yeah, I didn't
so
want to say
since
that. on
since you've
here, but-
been doing it for 20 years here, is there like a celebrity that's ever came in there or non-celebrity like a
Or
You had
maybe
to go
somebody
do
that
a-
was regular and then later on you found out like, oh man, they kind of made it, a little bit big.
I think the most exciting client that I've ever had was a stripper.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna say
okay.
who,
that would have
but
been my
yeah.
best client
Yeah.
too. I mean, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, your hair is looking really great.
I just I
Have you ever been asked to do a body like for a funeral?
Yeah. My husband's great grandma when she passed away. Yeah, I
What
did
do you
her
call that? A
hair.
mortician?
More t-
Mortician, right?
Yeah.
would you be more?
Or a
Would
beautician?
you want to do
Beautician.
more of that or?
Yeah, actually, whenever I first graduated from Cosmo, I had wanted that was like one of my
That's
goals. Yeah.
You know, we've asked like a couple of people already, and
Mhm.
that's like one of the things that they want to do.
Yeah.
And to me, I'll be like, oh, like
Uncomfortable. You wouldn't be comfortable.
I don't know. I mean, even I guess it's just because it's so like not
Taboo, maybe.
taboo.
Yeah.
You know, where you're like, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, maybe
honestly,
because you're not.
understandable.
I mean, it's not being ugly, right? But it's like you're not. You hold a conversation with your client, right? So
Mhm.
as you're doing their hair or something, and or you can't.
Yeah.
It's
you
awkward.
can't-
Maybe
yeah,
you're saying
you
it's
know,
awkward.
I'm
or
saying,
something.
you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of people that don't. Like, for instance, my niece wanted to
I'm
not do that, but
imagining,
like
sorry.
do like what is that when they check your body, like
Yeah.
like autopsy?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like because she doesn't like to be around people. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
kind of like so people are different when they do
Yeah.
different type
Yeah,
of
of
work.
course. Yeah.
And I always think whenever I think about doing that, I always feel like it's almost kind of like an honor because you're the last person that gets that person ready to go
Right.
see their loved ones, you know? And so I feel like, especially if I've had a relationship with like his grandma, I didn't know her and, just to know exactly how she wore her hair, how she did
Mm.
her makeup, and I just feel like you can also give. I'm a big what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a big person that wants to bring people, which is why I feel like I've been in the industry so long. I like to bring people peace, and I like to just shed a new light on situations in their
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
think about you don't know what they're going through, right?
Exactly.
So they might have been going through a breakup or a death in the family,
Yeah.
Yes.
or they lost their job, and then they show up and they get their hair done,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it like brings out, it lightens their
Oh,
day,
yeah.
you know,
I
their
can relate
mood.
to that. for
Because
sure.
I've seen women, they walk in and they're like, man, and then they
Mhm.
come out, they're like, man,
You
like,
better watch out. Yeah.
Yeah.
slaying it,
whole
you know,
new
like
person.
get it,
Yeah.
queen, you
Builds
know
your
what I mean?
I-
Like, you know,
Hey, so I'm gonna I'm gonna mess with you on something a little bit. So like whenever Sylvia goes and gets her hair done, I guess due to the stylist that she uses here locally, she's has an old tradition, and like whenever Sylvia goes in there and I go in there and Sylvia will be like, "Hey, I want to like chop it," and she's all like, "Did you ask your husband first?"
Oh yeah.
And like I'm all like, what the hell do I have to do with this? So like with that being said, do you have like a lot of clients that not clients but like where it's kind of like a group thing that they kind of do,
Like you mean
Hey.
like spouses?
yeah, well like the even like the mail coming in and like the other day when I was over I'm gonna call you out now. I was at the we're at the coffee shop and I was all like, so I gotta do this cholo part,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get all set up for this. So I was looking on the phone and Sylvia's all like Mikleo, but Mikleo has no hair, like he has no beard, no nothing.
Mhm.
So everybody was all like, well, you have to do the whole goatee, so the traditional the little line like this,
Yeah.
and I told Sylvia and she's all like, no,
Negative.
no, you're not gonna do
It's gonna
that.
be a hard
No.
no for
So like kind of with that being said, like
you should have got a ducktail.
I got one. Like we were at the pond and I grabbed one of them.
Yeah, ducks. Yeah.
So
I
we
was about to take turn around. Let me see it.
we usually kind of like she'll tell me like I'm gonna get a haircut, I'm gonna cut it short. I'm all like do it, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like she'll say like I'm gonna go black on her hair or whatever, and I'm all like okay, are you sure about that or whatever. But like, do you have that issue a lot, like where they come in and they're like, I don't know if my husband's gonna approve of this, or I don't know if my wife's gonna approve of this, or like,
Yeah.
does that come out a lot?
I want to say it's honestly not too much. I
No?
do have like a handful of clients that are like, oh, and don't take an inch off. Don't take more than an inch off because my husband have a cow.
Yeah.
But I want to say now, like, I will say like early on in my career, I had a lot of clients
That's
like
what
that.
that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
but I don't know if it's just the times we're living in. Women putting up with less crap. I really don't.
Oh,
know.
whoa.
No, I mean, you're
I'm like,
right. I
oh.
mean, it's a lot,
No,
a
men
lot of
putting
everything.
up with less
Good
crap.
segue.
Well, I mean,
Good
it's
segue.
a
I
lot
love
of
it. I love it.
a lot of men and women not putting up with anything. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So that's what it is.
Equal. Oh, now you want equal
You wanna-
opportunity.
Now
Hey.
you do.
Now you do. Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
but
So like back in the day, like way back in the day, long hair was like a must on the girl. Like,
Oh yeah.
you know, the fathers would like not let their daughters cut their
Yeah.
hair. You know, the guys would not let the girls cut their hair or whatever. You know, is that stopped? Like they don't do that no more?
I
or-
mean, I still have a lot of younger, and by young I mean under 15, that clients that do wear their hair long, especially in the Hispanic culture.
Mhm.
You know, it's known, like you said, for them to have the longer hair. You know, once they turn 15, they're like, okay, you know, cut their hair, whatever. But yeah, I do have a lot of girls that do have longer hair. But I mean, I also think that it's just it's tradition. I mean, if you look back at it, it's just tradition.
yeah,
but
that
I
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and a lot of clients too. They're like, okay, well, my husband's gonna get mad, and I'll even have husbands that'll go in with their wives, and they're like, don't cut too much off, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah, chop
Does
chop.
that make you
Yes.
uncomfortable? Like, are you like,
no,
you know, like, or you just continue as you?
yeah, this is what I say. Who's paying?
Because
that's
I
true.
mean,
and it
that's the
is
truth.
too.
That's
That
that's
is true.
that's
So,
actually the truth right
yeah.
there. I mean,
Yeah,
most of the time that, you know, whenever that's going on, it's like, you know, why are you even talking? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I mean that's crazy.
mm-hmm.
That kind of goes into a different world of control
Yeah.
world and all that. But yeah, so
That goes into the next subject later.
She's like, that ties in with what we're
Well,
gonna
I'm just
talk
here
about
patiently
later.
waiting.
yeah, so
Y'all go ahead.
with the salon world, I'm pretty sure, you know, you've met like a lot of people and everything. Is there like a certain person that they called you today and said, "Hey, I want to get my hair done with you." A person like celebrity wise, you know, that you would be like, "Holy shit!" Like you would freak out with. Is there anybody who you would?
Who I would like jump and do it right away?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, definitely.
Hold on.
Definitely.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he recently had shaved his head, so I would totally shave his head for him though.
Oh, I was about to say.
I thought you were gonna say
I was
he
all-
recently called me, and I'm like, what?
He recently booked on my link.
Oh my god! Why did you tell me? Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So Bad Bunny out there. She wants to
Bad
cut your
Bunny.
hair out there.
Bad Bunny Benito.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Coneja
So
mala.
and what?
Mhm.
Let's see what else we can touch on there.
Yeah, definitely Bad Bunny. I mean, I feel like that. Of course, anybody, right, would want to do a celebrity's hair. But at the same time, I think it would just be really cool just to talk with him, interact with him.
Yeah.
You know, and
Just to say, like,
I want to know why he shaved his head. Like,
I didn't even know that.
Because he's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably because he's having the same issue as me.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's
No.
not.
No.
What about
She got herself. I was gonna say, he's not that old, is he?
Wow.
Hey, I'm older than you. I'm older than you. I can say that. I can say that.
What the?
You know what? Let me
He
look
said,
it up.
what?
How old is Bad
He's
Bunny?
on mute.
Wow.
What about
He's
your hair,
29,
Angel?
guys. He's
Oh, my hair?
29. He's
Who
still in
does
his
your hair?
20s.
Because
I
or
have
do
a
you
li-
do your own, or you have a
No,
certain
girl, I
person?
got a little bit of everybody's hands in here.
Ooh.
So you don't have a particular person.
I
then?
don't. Both of my sisters are actually licensed cosmetologists. So,
Yep, that's true.
yeah, they dabble a little bit in there. I also have a good friend. Her name's Julie, and she'll I have I make zero time for myself. I'm working on it. So yeah. So when I'm like, hey, can you pop a couple photos in my hair? Yeah, because I like to be blonde, but like I said, it's a lot of maintenance.
Yeah.
And I have long hair right now, so whenever I get a chance, and my good husband, he does my roots.
That's so
Oh
cool.
Yeah.
wow.
Well, your
Mhm.
hair
That's
looks
cool.
really maintained.
Well,
Every
thank
time I
you.
see you, I'm like, I can tell you're a hairstylist.
Oh,
Like, I
well,
can
thank
just see
you.
it right
You
off
see,
the
but
bat.
that's not the way it's supposed to be, though.
No?
Because like a mechanic, have you ever seen a
They
mechanic's
never-
car?
yeah.
It's like
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
falling.
it's running.
Yeah, but
but
they,
it
they
runs.
do.
No,
the
it's
very-
not.
It
They
runs.
do
That's-
the very
It might be
minimum
like
to
on
it.
it,
You know?
on,
Yeah.
you know, on its limb, but it's running. It's
Like a
getting there.
plumbing's all messed up. A mechanic's car's all messed up. You know what
The
I mean?
carpet-
But your hair is
Carpenter's
like on perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The
actually,
carpenter's
if you
house is
zoom
falling
in,
apart.
know.
I mean, you got some grays here. I just know how to style it too.
Yeah,
Like,
she
Yeah,
knows what
nah.
to do and how
Do
to
you
do
do
it.
extensions?
I don't.
No.
That's one thing that I honestly have been wanting to get my hands. I've taken a couple classes, and I don't know if it's because I don't know how to sew. Like I grew up,
Yeah.
mom didn't.
So
Yeah. So
You have to sew them in.
mm-hmm. The big thing
The
right
best
now is
way.
hand tied extensions. So mom made sure she did not teach us how to sew because she was like, "You're not going to be a
That's
sewing
not
kind of girl."
Right.
So I don't know how to sew, and that's what you literally have. And I just can't grasp the concept.
Wow, I did not even.
Yeah. So I just feel like I need to take a couple more classes because, like I said, I don't want to give
Just
not
jump into it. Like that.
yeah, and you can really damage somebody's scalp if you don't know how to put in extensions.
Really?
I don't know if you guys have seen like they go bald. They call it extension alopecia.
Oh,
shit.
Oh, wow.
And where they'll just go bald and won't have that hair growth and then have to do all these things to get it back to.
I didn't know that.
Yes, to get the hair growth back.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. So
I want to do what?
Tinsel?
What is tinsel?
Tinsel Town.
Who's saying that?
Julie.
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 Oh.
I know how to put tinsel in. Yeah.
What is
She
tinsel?
knows what tinsel is.
Uh-huh.
We were like,
So
like
tinsel
tinsel.
is tinsel is like those long like they're like foil looking sparkly things
Oh,
that the girls put in.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
different
yeah, yeah.
colors.
Yeah,
they
I've
have-
been thinking about doing that too.
Yeah,
like,
you should do it.
yeah.
I think it wraps
Your
around
beard.
like the hair that you already have, right?
Yeah.
Or something?
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Those are cute. I like
They're
those.
cute for the it's especially like if it's a special occasion.
Yeah.
I think
So-
that's cute.
So I kind of want to put the whole your TikTok back out there one more time. It was what was the TikTok? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little deal with you
Yeah.
here. So
Let's do it.
you how many people do you need left to get to go live? Because
So
we want to see your lives.
Okay, that's what I was saying. I was like, if I need 1,000 followers. I don't know if you guys have been on TikTok, like hair TikTok, and there's these girls. They're doing hair, the people's hair, and they're live. And I want to do that. I want to do that with my
Oh,
clients, but I
okay.
can't because I have to have 1,000 followers.
Well, let's
Oh,
do it,
wow,
guys.
yeah.
So
Let's make it happen.
I want to see I have like 400. I have 484 followers. So I need 1,000. So that's no
To go
I need
live.
600.
to
Go live,
yes to go
You need
live.
600. Okay, so guys,
So,
the next people who go get her up to at least 700. Let's go
Yeah.
to 700. 300 more followers. We'll pick one person out of there and give a $50 gift card.
she's not working my TikTok.
We'll
Okay,
give
Let me
a
add your
Yeah.
a
card.
50
for sure.
$50 gift card to your place over there
Yes.
from Atomic Talk.
Yes, love thy hair _angel.
So go right now, guys. Start posting
Do
it.
it.
Start adding them on there real quick. You could get it to 800. We're gonna give away Atomic Talk is gonna give
Send
away
him a
$50.
screenshot of your TikTok, and he can put it up there
Oh,
so
okay.
they know
Let
how
me
it
do
looks.
that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see it grow real quick, guys.
Let's make this
Uh,
happen.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen. Yes.
This will be our first time promoting a TikTok, and let's see how fast it gets up to
Yeah.
the
Thank
1,000. We need to
you.
get her to 1,000.
Yeah. Carlos
1,000.
Cuellar is on. He said, "Do you know how to do cornrows?" So she answered that a little while ago. Carlos.
The corn on the cobs, you just roll them, right? You just- Hey, I got a quick question. You don't answer because you know the answer, and you don't answer either because you know the answer.
Wow.
How do you make egg rolls?
You sound like the Austin Powers. Okay, everybody leave, but not you.
Yeah.
And not you. Not you.
How do you make egg rolls?
So,
Angel, how do you make
Okay.
egg rolls?
Let me Google it real quick.
okay. So I know how to make egg rolls.
He's being a smart ass angel.
Don't you just
I'm
like
gonna
That's
keep
why I'm not
looking.
even gonna
Just
answer.
push it.
Looking over here.
Just push the egg.
Just push
let
the
it
egg.
roll.
She's girl.
She was like, "Well, first of all, you get the masa."
She actually does. Her and her sisters are
Oh, well,
cooks, and
first of all.
they cook very, very
Let's
good.
see.
Oh, thank you.
You know what?
how
I've
to-
been wanting
She
lupias
does
lately.
not do
And I
corn
cuss. Sorry,
rolls.
guys. Please
Oh,
do not.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was talking about a donkey.
let's see.
A
Facebook,
donkey.
just go after her. Don't go after us.
Yeah.
I said donkey. The ASS. Donkey. I meant
Okay,
he's being
so
a donkey.
if you,
That'll
if you
do,
could just
Donkey.
Donkey.
That'll do.
send it to me, or you
Oh
can
yeah,
airdrop
I
it.
just sent it to you.
Okay, let's see.
If not, I can airdrop it
My
as
No,
well.
hair
I
needs
got it.
help too.
Ooh. Everybody's airdropping everything.
I do have a question though.
I was gonna say. I
Yes.
bet you we were gonna ask the same question.
I recently bleached my hair.
I
Right?
know. That's a
Like
okay.
that.
And,
Right.
well, of course, I put box hair color in it.
Wait, so you
I
lightened
bleached
it?
Yeah, it was
and
like
then-
blonde, like
Uh-huh.
nice. But like you said, it's hard, so you got to keep up with it and keep on your roots and all that. So I said, I'm just gonna go back to dark. So I did this blue black. This isn't it. Well,
I was
don't
like,
look.
that's the blue black?
It was like a blue black, and then I it started washing out, so it started getting like real light again. So then I did a reddish, right? Now I did a boo boo because I'm acting in this movie, and I need and in the movie it looks blonde from when it was washing out with the blue. So to get this box out, is there something I can do like a hair remover?
So
Is it gonna go back to like the
Not a
blondish
hair remover.
I mean, not hair remover,
you-
hair color remover.
okay, so let me backtrack. I mean, make sure I'm understanding your question. So you were a blonde,
Yeah.
and
bleached.
then did you do the blonde yourself, or you got it done?
Someone did it for me, but
Okay.
it wasn't like. I mean, she knew what she was doing, but it wasn't like at a salon.
Okay.
We got it from Sally's, all that.
Okay. And then you put the blue black on your hair.
That was box.
Box, and then
And
it started fading, and then you put the red on your hair. So when it was fading,
see how it's fading again?
so it went back to like blondish kind of.
It's going, yeah, with the blue one.
And then you put this one on your hair.
Yeah. And this one
So-
was like super dark red when I first did it.
Yeah.
And I see it's lightning, but I kind of got to get it by this week. I got to get it like light.
Are you looking to do like at home remedies? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, just for the little shoot that I have to do.
I would say honestly, and if any hairstylists are watching this, they're gonna kill me. But Dawn dish soap.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know that gets out fleas, so that'll
There's
probably work for you.
Perfect.
Dawn does so much. Hey, if it
Dawn-
can help the ducks, it can help you.
Aw, the
Right, with the
duckies.
oil?
I'm just saying.
Dawn dish soap. I mean, and then also too, I would go get a clarifying shampoo if you probably might have one. Clarify the heck out of your hair. That's definitely gonna help because
I had seen this thing at Walmart. It says "Oops." It's called "Oops" something. It's to remove hair.
That's
color.
Gooby gone.
Gooby gone.
Oh wait, that's for.
Oh,
Isn't that for the gorilla glue?
yeah, the gorilla glue.
I-
Don't use that. Impact.
Hey, I think
There
that
was
would
a
be
lady.
a very
There was a
good.
lady that did the gorilla glue on her hair.
Oh
Yes.
my God, I remember.
So now I'm gonna
Yeah.
try the Dawn thing. I'll let y'all know how that
That
works.
Yeah, let us
oops.
know.
I think that's a
The
good
before and
name for a
after picture.
pregnancy test.
What? Oops.
Aw.
Oops.
Or Dawn.
Right?
Dawn.
Oh,
Oops! I did it again.
Oops, I
Oh.
did it again.
Damn it.
All right, so Julie said something on here. Let's see what she said.
I'm going to go there. How is it being a woman, powerful woman in the business industry? Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's touch on the business aspect of it. Yeah.
I'm all like,
Yeah.
We want to see your bank account.
I'll pull it up right now. She's like,
way my
you're
bank
buying
account
pickles
set
for
up.
everybody,
Right.
Pickles
so-
and hot Cheetos for
Pickles
everybody.
and hot Cheetos.
Well, honestly, like what Julie's asking there, I really don't think in the salon world it is the women industry. So, like, I don't know.
You're,
Do,
being,
do you
you're
have?
stereotyping.
Here
I
we
think.
go.
I'm very
Narcissist.
Here we go.
I've always learned that I don't care if I'm
Being a
stereotyping.
narcissist.
I honestly don't care if I'm stereotyping though.
I
So
know
like,
you
Well,
don't care. I'm just saying,
so
like,
salon and barber's two different things,
we don't
right?
want to jump
Yeah,
to
no, totally
conclusions,
different
you know
thing.
what I'm
beauty.
saying?
I think
I want to be a barber.
beauty industry.
Beauty
period.
industry.
I mean, because wouldn't barbers fall under beauty industry?
I think
I
I
feel
believe
that
so.
they fall under cuts, like just
Cuts.
because I mean,
Well, because I mean, I'm pretty sure your barber doesn't nowadays. Like how Carlos was saying, you don't just go and sit on. You get your haircut. They do
They
like
start airbrushing on you.
yeah, they
Yeah.
airbrush on you.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Well, they give you
See,
a massage.
Yeah,
they
there's
give
all
you
kinds of
facials.
services.
They wax your ears, wax your
Design.
nose.
Yeah, they look at this one. They did
designs.
this earlier.
That was
God.
by your barber, Carlos.
Yeah.
Come here.
Yeah.
I don't know because okay, well, I guess we'll just ask that question in the industry. Is it harder, like being a female? Do you think?
Oh,
in the-
definitely. Being a female, being a minority, and having those two stacked up against you is, I believe, very hard.
in
You-
the business industry.
in the business industry, period. I feel like it doesn't matter what business you're in.
Right.
I feel like, and I'll just share a personal experience. Whenever I was opening the salon, I was the one, not my husband, me. I was the one running and getting the licenses, doing, making the appointments to get my building inspected, making sure that I needed to do everything. So whenever came time to get my building, what's the word where they do certificate of occupancy?
Uh-huh. License, pretty
yeah.
much.
So when the person came in, they were asking for my husband.
What?
And I wanted to know why they wanted to see my husband if my name was on the paperwork.
If it was only your name, yeah.
And what did he
Yeah.
say?
And he
I
was,
assume it was a he.
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll have a lot of viewers on here from Kingsville.
You know,
but-
I can't really explain too much.
So that was just one of the things that I encountered, when opening the salon. This is actually the second salon that I've opened. The first salon that I opened with a group of girls. And that one I want to say, I'm a gordita. I'm still cute. I'm pretty,
Of
but
course, absolutely.
thank you. But I feel because with them, they were thinner. They were your average looking. I don't know. Is that normal to
I get
say?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot
What
of that.
society expects as
Yes.
as
So
beauty. Yeah.
thank you. And I didn't feel like we had a lot of that when we opened our first salon. When it was just me this time around, I felt a lot of discrimination, a lot of pushback, a lot of. But you know what? I'm going to say, I'm not going to dwell on the negative. I'm going to say, if anything, that pushed me to want to do it even more.
Heck yeah.
And not only that, but to surpass the statistics. Usually whenever you open a salon, it's usually anywhere from 2 to 3 years, and I'm going on my 3rd year.
Heck yeah.
And I do want to add too, like, I'm the only one in my salon. A lot of people are like, why did you open a big salon for yourself? But in reality, it's it's my sanctuary. And because of that, I feel like a lot of people want to say too that do I want to bring people in? Yeah, eventually I do. But right now I'm enjoying doing it because it's almost kind of like I'm able to know that I'm able to do it on my own. And I
Right.
think if anything, I'm not proving it to anybody, but just to myself.
Yeah,
you know?
it's good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think that, yeah, that's mainly the biggest thing that I feel like I've had to
You see,
face.
and a lot of people, I mean, it's a big deal for the females to start up their business and be successful in it, and then to walk on the steps going up and making it inside there. And then I personally, I don't know I don't know how to say it in any other way. I don't
say
see a female and a male different
Yeah.
in the business world.
Yeah.
I feel that everybody's equal. Matter of fact, when I was in the cell phone world, there was a company. There was I'm Boost, and there was a company that was Boost, and that girl was kicking my butt.
Mm-hmm.
was
And she was
She's
kick,
sitting right there.
I'm right here.
when I first started in it, she was kicking my butt. Like, she was kicking my butt, like, really, really bad. And I didn't see it as that she was a woman. I just saw it as another business that
A
was kicking my
competitor.
butt.
Yeah.
And I don't know how it goes into, how it separates, because I don't see why anybody, like the way that guy went in there and said that, I don't see why he would even say that. I mean, it's
It's a mentality, I think.
Yeah.
you
but it's
know,
crazy though. Why would they even, like? I mean, I don't
It's
understand
just-
why he would. Okay, first of all, you're in the business. You're opening. You're helping businesses open. Not helping. You're actually being the
You're a
butthead.
part of.
You're being the butthead and trying to stop business from opening.
Mhm.
But yeah, whatever. They go and they say, "Oh, you need this and you need that." Why would they even, like, mention where's the male in this? Like, that
Mhm.
doesn't make no.
Yeah.
Like, they're so
Yeah.
they're bad. I
Interesting.
mean,
I think sometimes like their ignorance does play a part, but I also think that sometimes they know what they're saying and they
Mhm.
just it makes them feel better about themselves, to put women down and to, try to make us feel bad,
that's crazy though.
and it
That's-
just somehow like puts a little joy in their life. It makes them feel a little bit better. That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
They allow
I
their
know that definition.
insecurities to.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
It.
Yeah.
Just like.
I know the
Mhm.
definition.
It's sad to say, but I mean, it happens. They do that, So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I never done it, and I've never experienced it or, like, seen it or whatever. So,
You
like,
mean you've never witnessed it, or
yeah,
is that
never
what you're saying?
witnessed it. I've never.
it's
mean,
like a woman taking a car to the mechanic. The mechanic's gonna tell her something that really it isn't. And when a man shows up, he doesn't.
They change their
He changes his
demeanor
story.
and
does
all
it
of that.
really do that though?
And
Yes.
it
Oh,
does.
yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I've seen it.
Really? I mean,
Yeah.
I've you see, I've heard, and I don't know if y'all are talking through experience, like you actually
Well,
like took your vehicle there, and you took your vehicle there, and they like did this, or
Yeah.
like just because you heard them say,
Because
of you
they think
go-
the female don't know what
Ye-
nothing. You
Yeah,
go, the female
'cause-
goes, "Can you put air in my tire?" Man, your transmission's going out.
But the thing is though, has that actually happened to you though?
It's
no,
happened to me.
It's happened
Not like that, but
before,
Where
like
they're
to
talking to
people.
me, and I know it's wrong with it. I mean,
Yeah.
and I get there and they're trying to say, "Oh, it's this, and that," and me knowing, because with
Why
who
you
I was
were-
with
why you
at
were
that
there in the first
when
place.
I was with the person at that time, they would do mechanic work, so I would always pay attention. I would learn.
Yeah.
So there were certain things that I already knew, and I would see that if you're female and you go by yourself to a certain place, they try to say, "Oh, it's this and this and that," and I'm like, "There's no way it could be that if it's because I'm knowing."
You're
Yeah,
reading
you
you,
already
you know,
yeah.
So then I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, get their opinion, take
But
off."
it's like she
Yeah.
said, you know, can
Yeah.
you put air in my tire? Oh yeah, your blinker light, it's broken.
They're
You
gonna be
know,
like, yeah,
no,
we're
it's
gonna.
not,
You
like,
need
know.
the premium air, and we're gonna charge you extra for that
Oh,
premium.
yeah.
air. Have you seen
Okay.
that TikTok?
And the air, yeah, we're gonna put
You need
nitrous air in your
premium
tire,
air.
you know.
And then we
So-
come home, we're like, hey, babe, I got
Premium
premium
air.
air. So I
Okay,
Have you
so-
seen that one where they go to, I guess, AutoZone or something, and they're like, "I need you to go get the blinker fluid."
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And then,
Okay, so
I think I
so
did that to Julie with it.
so like with that
and they
being
come out
said,
with blinker fluid. There was one on TikTok. I don't know if it was a prank or what, but they're like, "I got it."
okay, so
What the
so
hell?
y'all say that, right? But for it's gonna be kind of, I guess, kind of sexist. I guess I don't know. When
Kind of sexy.
a girl gets pulled over by like a cop,
Mhm.
like instantly they're pretty much gonna get away with the damn warning.
I don't know
No,
because
I
I've
don't
gotten
know.
I've gotten pulled over by a cop and got warnings.
Whoa, what did you show?
The cop
My
told me you barking up the
information.
wrong
Showed him your
tree, girl.
bald head.
Well, what kind of cop
Okay,
pulled you over?
but what I'm saying, out of 5 cops pulling you over, and they're all being males, they pull you over, they poof you over 5
Well.
times, they pull over Crystal 5 times.
He got away
Most
more.
likely,
I got a ticket once, and 4 times
He
I got
just
away
gave
with
them his
Wow.
fans only.
it. Yeah. And you know what?
Here's
This
a free
is this is
subscription.
this is what I tell everybody, right? A lot of people are like, you know, cops are bad or whatever, right? But if you give them your information and you have everything legit, 9 times out of 10, they let you go. If
It
you don't
depends
give
on
them
your
no
attitude.
attitude.
And then,
And your
but,
attitude,
But
yeah.
the
'Cause
thing
look,
is,
I've been
like,
pulled
why
over.
why are you being pulled over though? That's the
So
question.
I
If they're
got
just
I
pulling
got
you over
in
because
fact,
they're profiling you, and then
So-
you're complying. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
so I got pulled over the other day, right?
And what was the
For
reason?
I didn't put a blinker light on and I took a hard right.
Did you tell him you didn't have no fluid?
So, and in fact, when I got pulled over, they pulled me over, and not one cop car showed up, but like 3 cop cars
Oh,
showed
my
up, you know.
goodness.
But of course, they pulled up.
because
you
you're
know,
Mexican.
I rolled down my windows, my back windows too, so they could feel safe.
Yeah.
Lady gave me my information, came back. Everybody was talking. Everybody was nice. They're like, okay, we're just gonna give you a warning. Go on your way.
Wow.
okay, so you just said it correct. But if you would have been a female, there wouldn't have been 3 cops. Wouldn't have been 3 cop cars. It would have came up to the window.
Well, actually, I think it was because the first cops that pulled me over,
The way times are now.
they were women, and one of them was a rookie.
You see, I'm
So-
gonna go back to an
So
old
you
time.
feel that females get away with
With-
the whole cop situation
yeah.
more than
Heck
Well,
yeah.
no,
Than
because
I don't think no
I
more.
could show some breasts too.
Back
That's
in the
what I was
day,
gonna
maybe.
You know what I mean?
Back in the day, maybe. Not now in this
Or
generation.
just
No, just because they're
just because
females.
they're female. Period.
I'll tell you like this.
I don't,
I listen
I don't
to
think
the.
so. I don't think on that.
Yep.
I think
I
it
just
has
feel
to
like
do,
it's solely about your attitude.
I think it has to do with youth privilege
Yeah,
I agree
and
too.
beauty privilege.
yeah.
You know, I mean,
And
if
wisdom.
they pull me over, I'm old, I'm dark.
Sylvia.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
it's not
but-
gonna
but-
happen.
but
I just
you're-
try to
but-
make them laugh.
But you're
they
wiser.
pull, you know, a younger.
Check this out,
Güeritas,
guys.
you
Check this
know.
out.
See,
I
We
think-
we were in the car. We're in the car. They're looking for a car. They pull over this car here. They go up to the window. They lower down her window. She tells him, "Hello, how you doing?" And he says, "Hi, ma'am, how you doing?" And she says, "I'm good." He's I'm pulling you over because I'm looking for a certain person. I'm sitting in the back seat of the car.
Mind you, he was the
Tip.
person they were looking for.
Yeah,
I
they're,
want it.
they're looking for me.
Mind you, he was the person.
They're looking for me, and I'm sitting right behind her.
behind Sylvia.
Yeah.
Behind her.
But our windows are super tinted.
I'm right behind her, and a cop goes up to the window and says, "Okay, ma'am, never mind, it's not you," and just lets her go.
Well, because
Wow.
I don't fit the description of the
But
person they
also,
were looking
he
for.
was
The
looking-
description of the vehicle was a green car, dark green car, tinted windows, 4-door, small car.
But the description.
Do you know
of the
how many of
person
those are
was
there?
a
But are out there?
light-skinned
But
thug.
the person now, but
Red
the person
hair,
wasn't
red
there.
Red hair.
Cholo.
Now, don't get me
Cholo
wrong.
looking.
I've been in an incident where we gotten pulled over, and this lady was driving. Right, one of my coworkers,
Mhm.
blonde hair, blue eyes, lady. We got pulled over. Border Patrol pulled us over. right?
They thought she was
So-
crossing you.
No,
I'm just
so-
kidding.
So Border Patrol pulls us over, and she's, she was speeding. So she said,
Can
"Oh,
they do
here's
that?
here's my
Now they
driver's
can.
license and everything.
Border Patrol?
So
Oh wow.
here's my ID or whatever." And he says, "No, ma'am, no. I want to see your ID, your
Oh,
driver's
wow.
license." I said, "I wasn't driving." He said, "I didn't ask you that question. I want to see your information."
Why?
And you
So,
don't have to
'cause
give it to
I
them.
guess he thought I was an illegal immigrant or something because she was a white lady. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been in situations, but hey, I gave him my stuff, and
But you
he
don't
said,
have to, right?
Be on your way.
If you're the passenger, you don't have
You
to.
know what I mean? That was years ago. I'm talking about. I was 19
You have to know the
years
answer
old,
to this
you
one,
know,
Sylvia.
so-
Why? Because I'm Mexican? What the hell?
No, because he used to work in the industry.
Oh,
We have
What
a,
the heck?
a lot of comments on there. If you want to go through them,
Okay,
Real
let's
quick.
see.
see if you could tell me where we're at. And I can
Chewy
post-
Loco, I know how to do box braids. And learning how to do
And
cornrows.
she knows how to do box color.
I can't do my own.
Yeah.
We have
She
Edna
can
and
take it out
Buddha.
for you.
God dang it. And
Dumb.
then Carlos Cuellar, when they pull me over like 6 or 7 cups.
Cups.
I have different ones over here too.
6 or
Do you
7
see mine?
cups.
No, I just see a few.
Julie, do you see Julie's? The
Mm-mm.
fact that we get away with cops because cop is sexualizing us and being sexist. We don't want to be sexualized by a cop, but they do. That's the
that is
problem.
true.
Well, then, I mean, we should give a shout out to the police and let them know to give women
I
tickets.
just tell them, look, I'm happy that you have served and protected me now.
That's it.
And then
mean,
there's
Okay, so
Choopsie.
like
Choopsie Whoopsie.
they're I'm gonna tell them about the
That's
time
actually a
with,
person on here.
did I mess with the cops on Weber over there with
Yeah.
okay, so there was this one time that I was
Bangkok.
it was like me and
And I got a tuba.
me and three other my buddies with me, and we're coming from my sister's moving to another apartment, and I go on site there and we're moving everything, and the U-Haul's loaded, so I'm gonna take my car, and she tells me, hey, there's a BB gun inside it was like an airsoft gun. She's like, there's an airsoft gun inside the living room. Will you grab it and put it in your car and make sure the kids don't get it so they don't shoot nothing? I was like, okay, cool. So we get to Weber, and I don't know if I was just my vehicle was marked or whatever, but they pull my car over. They take us into cons, and the cop comes up. He rolls up and comes up to my window and he says, "Can you step out the car?" I said, "Yeah, I guess so." I get out the car, and he tells me, he says, "Do you have anything in the car?" And I tell him, "Yeah, I got a whole bunch of coke in the back, like a whole bunch of coke in the trunk." But we had to stop at Stripes. So I tell him we got a whole bunch of coke in the trunk. We stopped and bought a whole bunch of. She told me about
Right.
12 packs. So I tell him we got a whole bunch of cokes in the trunk, man. And then I guess the cop thinks
You
this
said Coke or Cokes?
coke. I tell
Oh.
him coke in the trunk, which I know what I'm doing. And I tell him, I say, yeah, I got a whole bunch of coke in the trunk, man, and I got a gun under the seat, and my buddies are in the car. So this cop, like, I guess he gets excited and he's like, "Doot," all these cops come, and this guy pulls us out on gunpoint. Everybody, he takes them all out on gunpoint, puts him in the car and the other one in the car. Everybody's inside the car. And then one of my other cousins, who's like this little innocent, white privileged, like white passing, right? White passing, because he's not white.
We're just learning these terms because of our kids. So.
White
Yeah, we're
passing
trying to
is what
figure
my,
out-
No cap.
what my daughter says.
No
White
cap.
passing.
Oh,
He,
God.
he's straight up Mexican, but he looks white. And the cop goes up to him and tells him, "What are you doing with these guys, man?" And he's all like, "Why? What happened?" He's all, "What are you doing with them, man? You don't look like the kind of guy to be with them." And he's all like, "These guys are my cousins." He's all like, "Well, we're about to take you to jail too, man." And the whole lieutenant comes out. Everybody starts coming out, and they, "All right, you're gonna have to open the trunk for me." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem, whatever." And I go over there to go open the trunk, man, and I have a whole bunch of like 10, 12 pack of Cokes and a Dr. Pepper. I said, "Oh, I forgot that there was a Dr. Pepper too, man. I knew I told you about the Cokes, but I never told you about the Dr. Pepper." Dude, they were so pissed off at me. They're all, "Where's the gun at?" I said, "It's under the seat." They go over there, grab the gun. It's an airsoft gun. He's all, "Oh, hell, man, you should have heard the lieutenant and the captain, man. They wanted to whoop my butt on it, man." But that day I did get
But
a warning.
shouldn't he
though.
have searched first before calling everybody?
No, because
No probable cause.
well, I mean, he was scared for his life.
Oh.
But there was a gun in there and there was coke in there. But yeah, it was Coca-Colas and the gun was an airsoft. But yeah, that day I was so stupid.
Hey, but the thing is, you had everything legit. That's
N-
exactly what I'm
No, I
saying.
didn't.
So,
I don't think I had a license plate light or something like that. That's what he stopped me for
Yeah.
that day.
So
Um,
okay, so you're saying that as long as you're legit and you cooperate, then it's okay for them to pull you over and to
yeah, because
and to question you.
obviously 9 times
You
out
just
of
need
10,
to know your rights.
9 times out of 10 they pull you over because something that you did.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
don't know.
like so okay so
Or
I
another
think
time.
sometimes
I don't
they
think I can
find a
agree with
reason.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so I got pulled over one day. They pulled me over. It was like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Pulled me over. Guy's like, you know what I pulled you over for? And I said, no, I have no clue. He said, well, your license plate light is out, which it was.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Understandable. Then I give him all my information. He comes back. He's like, all right, everything's legit. He's like, but besides the fact that your license plate is expired, I pulled you over because I thought you were stealing because you had an AC unit and stuff like that. And he goes, but I see you have all your
Toy.
tools,
Yeah.
all your equipment. So, I mean, I'm just gonna give you a warning, man. Go ahead and go. But 9 times out of 10, what I'm telling you is that if you know, hey, I was in the wrong. My license plate light wasn't working. I was in the wrong. I didn't put my blinker light on.
Yeah.
I was in the wrong. I didn't stop at the stop sign. I did the California road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, if you obviously like they're like, oh man, why I don't like the cops? Blah 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 blah. Well, why don't you like them? He pulled me over. Why? I was speeding. Well, were you speeding? I was just going 10 over. You were speeding, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it. I guess.
Oh, I
it's
got
just,
pulled over because my sticker was expired. Well, maybe you got pulled over
Fix
because
your
your sticker
sticker.
was fix your
Yeah.
sticker.
Yeah.
You don't get pulled over. That's what I try to tell a lot of people sometimes, right? And there's good and there's bad. But 9 times out of 10, if you do what they ask or you show
Yeah.
everything legit, everything goes smooth and
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
leave. Like,
I mean, I had an experience one time. Me and my husband, we live in Kingsville, and where the university is,
Right.
they're in the back of the university. It's like woodsy. So we were cruising one day, and my husband,
cruising.
we were cruising, and my husband takes his flashlight out and he shines it because we see a deer. So we're like, okay, like flashing the light on the deer. We go on our way. Not even like 2 seconds later, they light us up and they pull us over. And mind you, it's the university PD.
Oh wow.
So university PD pulls us over, and then they call KPD. And the first question out of the officer was, did you know it's illegal to hunt from the road? Excuse me? I said, my question for them, then my first question was, what was the reason you pulled us over? He said, oh, you're speeding. I said, you're speeding? Did you clock us? He's like, yes, ma'am. Okay, well, how fast were we going? Because from the time that it literally took us to roll off from where we're at to the stop sign,
There was no way.
there was no way you could clock us.
Mm-mm.
So it became this big ordeal. They wanted to know if my husband owned any rifles, if he had any guns. I'm like,
None of your business.
yeah. Is there a reason? What is the reason? Well, because you had a spotlight. A spotlight? Where's the spotlight? Well, I was like, you mean this flashlight? A little itty bitty flashlight. Mind you, these flashlights nowadays are very powerful.
Yeah.
You know,
LEDs. Yeah.
but the point that I'm trying to make is that I understand that there was a concern because maybe from their point of view, it looked like
illegal
we were
hunting.
illegal hunting. But I feel it's all about their approach. Just how if they wouldn't want us to be approaching them in that manner, I feel like was I doing anything illegal? No. Was I being rude or ugly? No.
Yeah.
The only thing I was just like how they say matching their energy. Because
Oh,
how
yeah.
is it fair? How is it fair that you're pulling me over assuming that I have a rifle in my vehicle and that I have a spotlight, and assuming that I don't
you're
know that it's
hunting or whatever.
illegal to hunt
Yeah.
from. I mean, I live in Kingsville. We know like the hunting laws over there, you
Yeah.
know? So that was just my question. And so I totally get where Carlos is coming from as far as like your attitude, your approach. But then I also feel like some cops just want to be a-holes sometimes.
I
Yeah,
agree.
and
They're
there
trying
is-
to meet
there
their
is some.
quota.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think
Yeah.
you have one to read up there.
Oh, dang it.
Wow.
Go for it, Apex.
Which one is it, Chubby?
Yeah.
It looks like
Choopsie whoopsie. He says, I know a woman that was speeding
no,
on.
no, that's not it.
Oh.
It's like a Bible.
Well, let me read that one first. 'Cause I know a woman that was speeding on a school zone, and the deputy sheriff took her number, and now they are married, and she didn't get a ticket. And it
Wow.
wasn't me.
Well, she got a ring.
That's what.
She
And
said-
Scott,
She
you
got
should
the
do it
worst.
right
She got the
along.
worst punishment of all.
Uh-oh.
Scott, you should do it right along with an officer, and you will see how they are treated.
Mm.
But
The other one, I don't have one.
Who said that?
Chewy.
Chewy.
Choopsie whoopsie.
Choopsy.
That's
Whoopsie.
what that
Do
one
it right along with the cops
With
and
the
see how who
cops?
is treated.
See how they are treated, I
The
guess.
cops?
I'm
The
assuming
cops.
so, yeah. I guess get their
I'm
point
on
of
Don't
view
Start
as
Cops.
well.
Don't start with the
Oh,
cops with Scott.
I used to do it right
That's what I
along
was gonna
with
say.
my-
When I met
You've
Scott,
done-
he
you've done
would
it a
do a
couple
lot of
times,
right along.
Yeah.
He was an explorer.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing against legit and real cops. I mean, like
Yeah.
there's matter of fact, there was one on here just a while ago. Adios, right?
Oh, yeah.
Amazing cop.
Yeah,
he's,
he's
he's
awesome.
he's a very cool cop. I have nothing bad to say about cops besides CCISD cops. I don't care about them. But
We'll share
No,
that story later.
On that one, this is another Chewy Loco.
yeah, can you read that thing?
There's many good cops, but wow, I've seen cops around here in Robe, and I have gotten a traffic ticket and violations for tail lights that have indications that have been temporary fixed, so I knew about them. My eyes are going like weird.
About them already.
There you go.
And license plate light was this female cop said it wasn't on, and she thought she can prove that it was off. And I checked it, and it was in still got a traffic violation for her not having good vision. I mean, I'm just saying that wasn't cool at all. And they still expect me to pay for something that I never should have never been pulled over for in the first place.
I interrupt this message to let you know that we have a very good attorney. No, just kidding. What is this one here? Let's see.
Hey, Scott, you should do a ride along with
Oh,
an
that was the one we just
officer,
read.
and you'll see how they're treated. And I get,
And then we got
I don't know, that's a whole other
I was
ballgame.
11.
When I was 11, turned 13 because
Yeah.
Jolie.
Okay.
You have good cops and bad cops for sure.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean,
But
you got
that's-
good
that's
people and
everywhere.
bad people. You
Yeah.
know, you got
That's
good
everywhere.
citizens and bad citizens as
Yeah.
well.
Right.
At the end of the day, they're human.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
But I guess we can
We
leave the,
all
leave
drink out
them
of the same
alone.
corpus water.
And
You
Drink corpus water.
what is that
just
word
boil it first.
that I've been looking up? It's
So
narcer.
So he's been really interested in narcissists and narcissistic behavior.
So I looked it up, and
I'm taking my sweater.
there's like
Time to shine.
there's like
the lights dim.
there's a
Spirit fingers.
a thing that you could tell to like really tick off a narcissist if you want to find out if they really are one. And there's like words that you could tell them, and if they get ticked off with it, they pretty much are.
So it's like a red flag.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the word is no. They do
Yep.
not
Like disagree
They
with
do
them,
not
or-
like the word no.
No, like if I was
If
to
they
tell
want
you,
something, they're like kids. They want something, you tell them no, and they throw a fit or they make.
Oh
Yeah.
my damn it.
just in the
Better
word
make a checklist.
They don't like to be told no.
no, and then God dang it, what was just
Dysfunctional.
no, and then
Disorderly.
hold on,
They're
no,
never wrong.
Huh?
They're never wrong.
Well, the issue is the telling them that they're wrong. What I'm talking
Right.
about though,
Yeah.
if you tell them like you're
Oh,
wrong,
you're wrong. That's what
you're
you said.
you're
earlier.
wrong. That would really tick off a narcissist. The other one is
Even when they know they're wrong, they
Yeah.
can't accept the
well,
fact that
I
they're
mean
wrong.
the whole
I
point.
think it all falls down to their ego.
Okay, so like a narcissist, can you read the definition of it?
Okay.
So,
Let me show you a picture. No, I'm just kidding.
God dang it.
For reference.
Have a couple. Let me pull them out.
Let me pull them up.
okay, so narcissism is extreme, keyword being extreme, self involvement to the degree that it makes a person ignore the needs of those around them. While everyone may show occasional narcissistic behavior, true narcissists frequently disregard others or their feelings. They also do not understand the effect that their behavior has on other people. So we're talking extreme situation here. So it's all about them.
Damn, I'm crying.
It's all about them,
I
and
hate
they
it here.
completely disregard the other person. Is basically what I'm getting out of this.
Okay, so with that being said, can you kind of explain like what you think a narcissist is?
I think it's is
Just
Just to
I guess
kinda paraphrase
give like a scenario, like you know, just say actually, since APAC wants to
we'll do that. We'll go for it. Go ahead.
give us something.
God, I'm like having all these flashbacks.
Flashbacks.
No, I say gaslighting is one example. A lot of people don't know what that means. Every time I bring that up, they're like, "What does that mean?"
You want to give the definition?
Give the definition.
Give
of
the
gaslighting.
definition of gas.
Then it's not like when you had too much to eat or gas.
So go ahead and give us
An example.
Yeah.
Let's say you're with somebody that's a narcissist, and they I don't know, you pick up their phone. Maybe even it's just to make a call to borrow their phone. Your phone's dead, something, and something pops up from somebody else they've been talking to behind your back or whatever. Well, it's your fault for picking up that phone. You know, they're not thinking of what they were doing was wrong, but they're flipping it on you.
So they don't take responsibility
for their own actions.
Okay, so
Yeah.
They
maybe
get mad at you for acting to their actions.
Well, maybe you shouldn't
reacting
have
to
answered
their
it.
actions.
Like even
Maybe you shouldn't have
questioning
made him
them.
upset. Then.
That's the narcissist,
Uh-huh.
right?
okay,
here.
okay, so
Just
so
kidding.
with that, okay, so with what you said, and I'm just gonna re-say what you said. So this person has their phone there, and
That's
their
just an
phone goes
example,
off,
like-
and you pick up their phone, and you find that they're doing something, and
Behind your back.
the person tells you, "Why the hell did you pick up my phone? It's your fault for reading my phone."
It's your fault for going through my phone.
Yeah,
Okay.
you shouldn't have. It's off limits.
Okay, so with that being said, maybe he's not being a narcissist about saying that you were looking at his phone. It's more of
No,
a
it's
guilt,
not. It's
but it's more of a guilt that he's trying to
no.
make it like, no, I didn't. You know, why are you?
But
Why'd
that's
you
what a
get my phone?
narcissist is. They don't. They're not like, you know what? Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. At first,
But-
apologize for it and
Yeah.
da da
But-
da, and then
but-
be like, you
but
know. And
for
don't
him
even
to say-
say, don't go through my phone.
But
just
for
make
him
sure
to
you
say
delete
he's
your
sorry,
shit. I mean, stuff.
but for him to say he's sorry, that would mean that he would have to be busted.
I mean, you're
But
busted
why does he-
already.
why
You
does he
know
have-
you're busted.
But why
There's
does he have to
proof.
delete it
What-
if you shouldn't go through it anyways? So,
That's
who-
not-
so
This-
who's in
see,
the wrong?
this is
it
a
a
prime
narcissist
example of
or is
narcissist.
it
Is
They
it the
don't get
narcissist
it.
or the toxica?
They don't get it.
Is it a
It's both.
narcissist or jealousy?
No, I'm
You
not talking.
understand what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you're going into the
So it's
actual situation.
Kind of like earlier, right? I'm gonna call you out.
What I'm saying, I'm
Oh.
just giving an
Womp,
example.
womp, womp.
It doesn't have to be like you're talking to somebody else or whatever. It's just saying that
Specifically.
you know the narcissist knows they did something wrong. We all, and there's proof. There's proof that it's wrong. They know that it's wrong. It's right there. There's no saying that you didn't do it, but they go and they put the blame on you.
Yeah. So
So they make reaction. They make remarks like that. Example. That's why you shouldn't have gone through my phone.
okay. So earlier, Scott left a can of Coke on our couch on the armrest, right? It's there and it has Coke in it or whatever. And so
What kind?
I go to the couch, I start fluffing the pillows and fixing them, and I grab the pillow and I chunk it to like put it in its place, and when I chunk it, it knocks the can over and it falls. And so then I get frustrated. I'm like, what the hell? Who left the can of Coke here? What what the and then Scott saw I left the Coke, and I said, well, what? It spilled. And he's all, well, it spilled because you threw the pillow and you hit the can. And
Is
I'm
that
like,
a narcissist?
No, I'm saying that's
he's
an
Are
ex-
you the narcissist
I'm
there?
saying that.
You're the one that was ticked off because somebody left a can of Coke there.
Okay, what you're doing is gaslighting, and that's a form of psychological manipulation in which the abuser attempts to self-doubt and confusion in the victim's mind.
repeat that in Spanish
for the Spanish speakers?
Gaslighting es una forma
Es
de
un
que
hombre
se
es un hombre de luz.
manipula.
What does this say here?
Manipula.
Anyhow,
What does this say?
shoot. Okay.
This is Julie. Narcissism is a social disorder, so it has to be actually diagnosed. Well, I could do a lot of diagnosing,
now,
Julie.
Now they're like, I'm pretty
I've
sure
been there,
to
done
get
that.
to the
Means
point
that
where
you're
they're
in love with
gonna
narcissists.
diagnose
think I
it.
just
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of criteria that you have to meet, and
I think this is a different one though.
I can't see that one. Can you make it bigger?
Nope.
I was involved in a car accident back in 1996, and the cop working the accident, and I was blamed, and it wasn't my fault. And years back the other
Later.
way.
Years later, we bumped into him, and he asked where I was buried.
Huh?
What? He asked where I was buried, and he said he was giving money to say it was my fault. And I told him when he came to the truck, it's between him and God, and I'm alive.
Oh
Hmm.
dang! So
He's a narcissist.
So he was a bride. That's what.
There you
that-
go.
Oh,
bribe.
yeah,
oh
he
wow,
was
that's
bribed.
interesting. That's crazy.
And then we
Oh,
got
wow.
this one here.
Marilena, boundaries need to be established in the beginning.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
That's what I tell my kids.
Yeah.
Preach.
I know it's easier said than done, but like
No.
the red flags at the beginning of the relationship, they're just gonna get worse and worse and
Worse.
worse. Like don't go into it thinking it's gonna get better or I can fix it or
Yeah.
it's gonna get worse. Just
Okay, but
FYI.
But right off the back, like, is okay. You know the way that there's a person who talks and then one that's quiet. What is it called?
Like an extrovert, and an
Introvert,
introvert.
extrovert,
Yeah.
And those are the ones that attract each other. Like they.
opposites attract.
Predominantly.
Yeah,
Opposites.
opposites
Yeah.
attract.
Predominantly, yeah.
So being a narcissist and a person not being a narcissist, are they gonna attract each other?
Yeah, actually, I was looking
Mhm.
on TikTok that there's narcissists are actually attracted to certain people who are attracted to narcissists. Like they attract each other.
It's
You know what I
pretty
mean?
much someone that they know that's
pretty much APAC.
they can use
God.
to boost their ego. You know what I mean?
Yes.
What they do in the very beginning is they
Okay.
love. It's called love bombing.
Love
Okay,
bombing.
but
Yeah.
but the question is, why is the one that's attracted to that person, to the narcissist, gonna go there?
It's a whole
Because
other,
they don't know they're narcissists. That's why it's called love bombing.
Oh.
Yeah.
You meet this person-
So
They
the narcissist doesn't know who they are either. Then
No,
Not
they-
until it's
they
too
really
late.
They
don't.
choose. I feel
That's
like
how
they choose.
how like mentally they don't realize what they're doing. They don't
But they
realize
know who
where
they
are.
can. I feel like they also know who they can and cannot get
Like
away
they could
with
manipulate the weak.
it. Yes.
Exactly.
Manipulation is a big.
okay, so you see, I don't get that because a
Well-
narcissist can actually not know that they're narcissists. They don't even know what the hell narcissist means. Y'all just
Yes,
barely
that's what
read
I
the
just said.
definition right now.
Right.
You literally just read the definition. So meaning,
That's why
You-
they don't think nothing they're doing is wrong
Exactly.
because
Okay.
they
They
don't know
truly
that.
believe that.
Okay,
Yeah, they
so-
truly
Their
believe,
so
mind, body, and soul.
and they always make
believe
it see. They make you feel like you're
a narcissist can
Fault.
be
you're always at fault.
a controlling person.
Yes.
Yes, that's one of
Mhm.
the
A narcissist
characteristics.
can be a gaslight person.
Yes.
Yes.
A narcissist can be a person that says no all the time.
No.
I mean, they,
Mm,
they-
they don't
they-
take no.
they
very
don't
well.
take no.
No for an answer.
okay. A narcissist can be a person who switches the blame on the person.
Yeah, that's part of the
Definitely.
manipulation.
I, I'm not gonna like lie or nothing, but that sounds like a lot of our parents, and us being parents sounds like us.
Well, that's why one of the I mean, it was said we can have a bit of narcissism in each of us,
Yeah.
but it doesn't overpower and take control of who we are. We're able to recognize it and then step back a little bit from it.
And I think the key thing to remember is that a narcissist is all about themselves. It's about self gain. You know what I mean? Us as parents, yeah, to a certain degree, we do have to manipulate the situation and make things happen for our kids. But at the end of the day, we're out for the better of them. It's not for us. You know what I mean? And so with narcissists, it's how they look in front of people, how people see them, reaction of people to them. That's kind of what it boils down to,
I mean, with that being said, it's kind of like when you're going to go take your kid, you're going out to go eat, and you're about to go meet up with your family, and for the first time, you're taking your kid to go meet up with the family, and your kid is like a little pterodactyl, and he's like jumping everywhere, and you're like, you're on his butt. I mean, what does it matter? The kid's gonna do it no matter what. So it's more the benefit of you not looking bad.
Yeah, it could be.
So I mean that kind of
So
just
that,
fits.
at that point, you beat the crap out of them.
But that kind of fits
The family or
everybody
No.
being narcissists.
No,
Coming from the kid you told to lie that said he was 8 to get
because
that
narcissist
underage
is
buffet
usually you're
discount.
hurting somebody else mentally.
Okay, so see that's the
So like you just said with the kid jumping around, whatever. Yeah, you're gonna
I
get.
mean,
You're gonna.
It could be.
That's-
You
a
know that's wrong.
a
Well,
parent who
that's
does
not
that-
called ADHD.
There you go.
you see the big question right now is to
They have one-track minds.
okay,
Yeah.
and it's gonna sound
There's no.
Yeah, just say it. Just say what's
Like-
on your mind. Just
like-
say
Say what it is.
Say it so I can correct you.
okay. So just say for like J-
Hurry up. Spit it out.
just say for like Crystal, like she has this issue that she's dealing with right now,
Mm-hmm.
and she's kind of like putting it on that person, right?
Yeah.
But in return,
No, because I know 2 narcissists.
It's her fault.
well, no, I'm saying
Example.
actually 3.
I'm saying, have you ever checked to see maybe if you're a narcissist?
Oh.
Carlos.
And so what?
Oh, we got
what did,
you.
so what did you? What was the
No,
outcome
I'm
of
just
you
a
being a nar-
dumbass.
No, don't say that.
You're not a
No,
dumbass.
No, and,
No,
and
it's
that,
it's
the question. See, the big question. A lot of people say,
no, because I know
Dumb
right
on
and I
me.
know what's wrong.
you know, first time bad on me, second time da. That it doesn't have nothing to
And
do with
that-
that.
what-
What I'm saying is more, are you doing stuff? And I mean, I hear it every day to say you do it to benefit yourself. You do it to make yourself better in life. You do
Right.
it,
No, and
and-
that's my problem.
but that would make you a narcissist if you do that.
What do you mean?
Well, okay,
No, because
so
narcissists put themselves first.
That's
there's
what I'm saying.
I never put myself
the
first, and that's
boundary
my
for
problem.
that is that yes, you're bettering yourself. You're doing things to better your life, but you're not doing it at the expense of someone else. You know what I
Right.
mean? You're not using someone.
And yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
another
like-
thing they use people.
So, like a couple, a list here is lack of empathy. You know what empathy is? It's when you feel bad for
Where,
someone.
where do they
Lack
use
of
you
empathy,
at, though?
sense of entitlement. So you're entitled, like you owe me this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm your mom. I gave birth to you, so you owe me your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
brought
mean?
you
owe
into
me
this
that.
world. I could take
Take
you
that.
out.
Let's just
And
say, like,
I
if
want
I,
to say that I've told my son that before. but-
Craving admiration. So you want people to look at
Mm.
you in admiration. You want people to admire you. That's another one.
That's kind of like me when I tell my
Arrogance.
kids,
There
"Come
you
and
go.
love me."
there you
You know
go.
what I mean?
Arrogance, and I don't really know the definition of arrogance. Let me see. Arrogance is
Arrogant is cocky.
Yeah,
Mm.
in relate.
Oh.
Okay, if you know what arrogance is, well, I can look it up in a minute. An inflated sense of self. So everything's me.
They're just
everything's
self-centered.
happening to me.
So
This-
I know
you
I'm not a narcissist.
So in other words, you're going through cancer and you're getting cancer treatments, and then the narcissist is like, "Oh my God, like,
But
I
I'm
can't
sick
believe-
also.
To
I
go
Yeah.
can't
through
believe this happened to me, to my husband." Okay, well, first of all, it's not happening to you. It's
You.
happening to
Ah,
them.
okay.
Okay. And then exploitive. So exploitive.
It's all
is
about
Wow.
them.
when you use someone.
This subject is opening all kinds of lights for me.
He's
So
like,
ex-
"Yeah,
no,
ex-
I'm being serious.
exploitation
red
is when
flags
you
are
use
coming
someone.
up, like-
So okay, someone has cancer. Okay, I'm gonna use this person so that I can get likes on Facebook, or I can get, you know what I mean.
And they're
you know what I
constantly
mean?
like posting or constantly
Right,
showing,
you know,
like,
things like
being
that.
showy about
So
it.
is it kind of like the ones that put all their life on Facebook about everything? Like,
No, well, from what I've looked at and what I saw, it's like what she just said just right now. The whole
they're gonna do what the hell they want, and they don't care who they're hurting on the way.
okay. So in other words,
Yeah,
like
you're right.
the car breaks, and the car breaks, and every single word that's on there, it says, "I am not going to be able to go pay the light now. I am not going to be able to go out. I am not going to be able to go do this.
So,
I am not going to be able to go do this now, and I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do that." And that's where, like, instead of, you know, like, I guess I'm guessing that's kind of how it plays.
It is, but then you have to add in the factor that for that to qualify it, you have to be hurting someone or using someone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Okay.
So that
Yeah.
that's where it comes in.
let's say I come up to a narcissist, whoever the narcissist is, and I'm telling them, "Hey, this is bothering me, and I'm hurting, and I don't like this," and they'll be like, "Well, maybe that's because you," and you know, they're not saying like, "Okay, well," like you're telling them that they're hurting you in a certain way because they don't like certain things, and they won't be like, "Okay,
They
well,
won't
I'm sorry."
acknowledge.
yeah,
that
or
you're
they'll be
turning
like, "Well,
around,
let-"
you're hurting
or
you.
compromise,
I'm
like,
listening
"Okay,
to
let's."
everything you're saying, and maybe I'm a narcissist,
and
bro.
you
No,
turn around and
I'm
you're like, "Well, you're too sensitive. You're
yeah,
hurt because
or
you're too
get
sensitive.
over it.
You're
What
not,
the hell?
You're not,
Like,
But not to
Isn't
be.
that like compromising in the middle, like meeting in the middle?
yeah, they don't want to compromise.
Yeah,
they
they
will
won't
never ever
compromise.
compromise.
Okay,
It's
but
the-
It's
it's
always your
period.
fault that you feel like that.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
your fault you
So
feel like
so with that
Okay,
being
so
said,
maybe because I feel like I'm not enough.
with that
Right.
being said, okay. So Angel, you have your husband comes to you,
Uh-huh.
man. guess I'm getting hungry because I just forgot what I was going to say. But your husband comes to you.
Cheetos over there. Hot Cheetos.
Your husband comes to you, and you're y'all get into it, and then you come to me, and you say, he did this and this and this and this and that, and I tell you, well, maybe you're just being weak about it, or no. That's being a narcissist.
No.
Because-
No, if you really
No.
truly
That's just your
understand,
opinion.
if you truly
No,
see-
because I'm not.
if you really see what he's doing is really really bad, and you know that it's bad,
But I
and
have
you're
nothing
trying to
to do
make
with their
her-
relationship, though. So I'm not benefiting
No,
or
it's
saying-
more like
no,
it's
you're
more
trying to
like-
see both sides.
It's more like
I think you need a
her
hug,
and-
Crystal.
I'm good.
She's getting deep in this, man.
No,
So
'cause
it's more like okay, let's say Angel and her husband get into it, right? And then Angel's like, you know what? You hurt my feelings. What you said hurt my feelings. You hurt me. And then the husband turns around and says, you're
it's your fault.
Suck
weak.
it up.
You're
Suck
weak.
it up. Yeah.
That's why your feelings are hurt because you're weak.
I would
Instead
probably
of saying, you know what? I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. So, if you were in a relationship, a healthy relationship? Hey, babe, you know what? You really hurt my feelings when you said that. The appropriate response I would think would be, you know what? I'm sorry. I
My
didn't mean
bad,
to
yeah.
do that. What can I? How did I hurt your feelings? So that way, in the future, I know not to do that.
Would that be a lack of communication?
No, because they wouldn't even acknowledge that they
well,
hurt
I'm
your
saying-
No,
feelings.
because you're communicating.
What
Well-
if it was a lack of communication from the beginning? What if you just let it slide a few
Red
times? So
flags.
then,
You still should have said sorry.
but what if you let it slide a few times and then all
You
of
mean
a
the
sudden,
victim let
Right.
it slide?
okay, you're like, you know what? It's not gonna happen again. I'm just gonna suck it up, right? And you don't bring it up, and then it happens again and again, and then
again.
like on the fourth or fifth time, you're like, hey, you know what? Like well, what the hell? Like, are you?
I would have been like,
soft on
well,
me all of a sudden.
no,
You know
I
what
would have
mean?
been like, well, I didn't know
That's-
that. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. My thing
The
is
narcissist
like,
would have been like,
my thing was like, if my thing is like, all right, you know what? I'm sorry. Now go in the kitchen, cook me some food. You know what I mean? Let's get
Yeah.
over
that's
this.
not.
You
Doesn't
said,
sound genuinely
"I'm
sorry."
It is.
It's like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, get the hell
Wait,
out of my face.
are you
pretty
the
much
victim?
what you just said.
Are you the victim or the narcissist?
Well, I don't know. I'm the one apologizing.
Oh,
Well,
so you're.
You know.
Wait, I'm confused.
Wait, you're the one apologizing to the
Well,
person.
yeah,
that
because
said
if you
that
said
they
I hurt
felt-
your feelings,
Yeah.
right? I hurt your feelings, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm sorry. Now go finish dinner. You know, like,
Yeah, but see
I'm
how
sorry.
that sounded.
Yeah, it's very, very dry.
That's like, get the hell out of my face.
Are you really
Yeah,
sorry?
whatever. I'm
Dismissive.
sorry.
So
You're
what
being
about okay?
dismissive.
So
Narcissist. Put the
let's just
sound
say, like, not
We found
narcissist,
one.
right? Well, let's just say, right? You had an argument, right?
Mhm.
And then you did something wrong, but you don't exactly know what you did wrong. So you're like, hey, what's the problem? Nothing.
And
Are you
narcissist
sure?
doesn't have
Hold
to
on.
be.
But you're saying you sure? Like, I mean, I could tell in your your body language that
Yeah.
you're upset or something. No, I'm fine.
That's also a part of being a narcissist.
So then when you ask a few times and they don't answer, and then like an hour later, well, blah 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 blah,
Yes,
and you're
that's
like,
manipulation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
You should have
person-
known that was bothering me. I didn't have to tell you. You should have known already. known.
so
She's
what is
being-
that person?
She or he is being narcissist. The one that's saying nothing's wrong.
Nothing-
Nothing's wrong.
And it's
Like-
and also too,
So it might
it's about
flip.
controlling.
Oh yeah.
Because if you think about it, when you tell someone how you feel, you're being vulnerable. You're at a vulnerable state, and if you
And you're actually
express-
stronger
I think
because you're
that's-
not being.
I think that's
Yeah.
what you want in
Like
a relationship,
ego
right?
or
For
nothing.
both of you to be vulnerable, to open up.
Exactly.
And it doesn't
Correct,
even have to
right.
be just your significant other. It could be your parent.
Your
It could be a
mom,
kid.
your
It could be a
mom or
sister,
your-
a
yeah.
brother.
Yeah,
your boss,
kids,
your
you know what I
boss.
mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I open up to my kids all the time. I'm like, look, man, I just do this because I love y'all and I want to make sure that
Right.
especially when I spank them, it hurts me more than it hurts you. You know what I mean? So,
But see, that's empathy. You have empathy.
right.
So, that is one sign of not being a narcissist. You're
Just one.
just
I'm a,
Crystal's
Thank you.
convinced he's not.
Okay.
He's a
Thank
narcissist.
you,
Okay,
baby
so-
Jesus, I really feel it.
So
Hey,
now going back
don't start.
going back to it, is a narcissist, do they need help?
Yes.
Yeah,
No, actually, I think they can't get help.
I don't
There's
know.
like it's a.
well, because you said a narcissist is one that only wants for them, right?
Right.
I think I kind of feel bad now because in the
And they
group chat
really
I was
don't
like,
know.
no, I don't want none. I am. Be right. I was a snack. Right?
But that's just joking.
No,
You're
it's
being
not. That's
silly.
narcissist.
You really
The
thought you were a
real-
snack? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know I
You're
am.
all
What do you
what?
think?
so why would you think
My
otherwise?
nickname was Thick and Hardy, right? And
So-
Whataburger, Thick and Hardy.
Okay, so this is gonna be like I said before. So a narcissist is a bad person, technically.
I honestly don't. I feel sorry for
It's a
them.
manipulator, right?
I think they are.
I really do
Okay.
feel sorry for narcissists because they
So
really don't know
should
that
they be like locked up?
No.
Should they be like not in relationships? Should
I-
what is the
Oh.
They need
what
to
is
get-
the
Can a narcissist change?
They just need a
Can
good.
a narcissist change?
I
Can a
think there just
narcissist-
needs to be
do
more
they need-
awareness.
is it a chemical?
I think it's a
Unbalance?
chemical imbalance.
Maybe that's a question for.
Do we have any
the professional.
therapists online?
I know, right? Well, Julie has a psych degree, so
Come on,
Come
Julie.
Julie, chime in, Julie.
She just said it has to be diagnosed, so there has to be something.
yeah.
And
But,
that's
I
what I
mean-
was gonna say. I mean, eventually, it's like how Julie said. It's a social disorder that has to be what is it?
Diagnosed.
Diagnosed.
And you know what? I think
So-
it's also it's created by trauma that they've been through
Yes. And
growing up.
in order to control the situation, because they don't want to be
What?
vulnerable. They
Then it
don't want
goes
to
back
put
to
themselves
Scott.
in
That
that
makes sense.
position.
Were your parents narcissists?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes back to that.
Yeah. I mean, learn behavior.
Eh,
Yeah.
You
Is
learn-
it something
you
that
learn
you're
behavior?
you become a narcissist because you're born a narcissist,
No.
or do
No.
you?
It's
I think
learned
it's
behavior.
It's
trauma.
learned
It's
behavior.
different. Yeah.
Trauma that they haven't
Coping mechanism.
Coping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
and they
And
don't want to
maybe
face
it's
it.
because like like the dads back in the day, they weren't affectionate. Your fathers weren't like they
could be a-
wouldn't hug
I
you
think
until
the
you
old
hey,
school.
I think
the
you could
old
be,
school
you
men
can,
wouldn't be
Yeah.
like, hey,
you
hey,
can
I
lack
love you, or,
affection, but that doesn't mean you're a narcissist if you lack affection.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay,
the
so
key word is being: are you using and manipulating someone and hurting them to gain
Actually,
something?
I'm drug free. I don't use.
so like right now, there's probably somebody listening right now
Uh-huh.
It's a narcissist.
that's realizing that they're narcissists.
Please
Yeah.
get help. Call 1-800.
This
Go
is
F
this is
yourself.
actually serious though, guys. Like they can this could be like a really
Like an eye opener.
an
Mhm.
eye opener for somebody,
Right.
and they could be literally, you know,
Well,
I
Spidey
would-
here
I would
opened
probably
his eyes.
I would probably seek some kind of
Therapy.
some therapy, some
Yeah.
counseling, possibly, you know, I mean, really, I think personally, being a narcissist
Mm-hmm.
can ignore. Does a narcissist have feelings?
Not really.
Do you really know that?
That's
The-
what they
well-
say. They're hard to. That's part of being blocked.
No.
The
A
characteristic.
narcissist, is it to their
They love themselves.
to their inner okay,
Should we
being-
ask Siri?
come here, girl.
The characteristic is lacking empathy.
Yeah, my phone.
So that means that you lack the ability to
they
to
really don't
feel-
even love themselves.
feel bad for someone or to feel something
But
for
that's the
someone.
truth.
You know
But
what I mean?
wait, so what was the question? I got kind of.
Do they have feelings?
Okay,
So
so
do they have feelings?
okay, so
They- I really
it's a couple
don't.
of questions actually.
Okay.
You're
I
kind
think
of,
if they have feelings, they wouldn't act the way they act.
but you're kind of talking
Knowing
about
that you're hurting someone.
a single person.
Yeah. So you're being
What do you
you're
mean?
seeing it as you're seeing it as objective as opposed to subjective. You know
Meaning,
Well, what?
Like
so we're
open.
talking about narcissism and
As-
you're picturing one person.
But it's as a
So zoom out and
Mhm.
think about just kind of everyone that you know in your life.
That's
you
a
know?
narcissist.
No, just in general.
like
Oh.
just
And just
narcissism
Characteristic,
as a whole.
yeah,
Right.
as a whole type of thing.
But I
You know
think
what I
if
mean?
you're a narcissist, you act like that because you have no feelings.
Well, I feel like that.
Because if you had feelings, how knowing that you're hurting someone, you wouldn't act like that.
Right. No,
You know what I mean?
I get you. I'm just saying that it like there's a list, but not everything on the list is gonna apply to one person. You know, they may have like 4 or 5 things on the list.
Right.
You may be borderline narcissist. You may be,
Right.
you know, real at the end of the spectrum. You might,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
so it just there's a variety of.
Okay, so
You know what I mean?
it's almost 3 questions that I have.
Okay, go for it.
The first question is, a narcissist, are they a narcissist to everybody? Or are they a narcissist to their significant other, their family member, or somebody who they can actually control? Because I'm pretty sure there's a narcissist out there and they met me and I know they didn't, they weren't able
No,
to.
they are to who they know they can be able to be that way with.
But do
They're
they,
selective in
do
their
they
victims.
There you go.
try with anybody?
Oh, I think
Like
they
with
try
everybody?
with everybody.
Yeah.
I think you've been the victim of narcissism.
But like I
think we
said,
all
you
have.
don't know because in the beginning when they first meet you, you're getting love bombed.
Exactly.
Whether it be
That's
not
the way they reel you in.
yes, they put this picture up
This facade.
like somebody that they are not.
Yeah.
And then
you
boom,
know,
just
once they start getting to know you, like I said, friend,
Okay.
Yeah.
boyfriend,
So
girlfriend.
so the next thing
It's
is
pretty effed up, right?
yeah, it is.
so
And,
so the next thing is
and once you tell them
not
no,
are they not a narcissist if, for instance, like just say me and you,
Mhm.
you the same scenario that APAC put there, and I told you, you know, why did you grab my phone and check it for? And then you tell me, you know, you hurt me, you know, and I acknowledge it, and I, you know, say I'm sorry, and you know, I apologize for it, and you know, I mean, human, you know what I mean? And then is that acknowledging, you know, what the situation is? Does that make that person not a narcissist? Or I
But-
mean, like,
Well, what's your intent? You know what I mean? Are you apologizing just to get out of the conversation and have her go make you a sandwich, like the way Carlos said, or are you do you genuinely feel bad that you hurt her?
yeah.
With
know?
lettuce and tomato.
and I think if you genuinely felt bad for hurting her, you wouldn't say, "Why did you go through my phone?"
Yeah.
They would have just
Well,
been like,
well,
"Damn, I'm busted. I'm busted."
Once again,
Mhm.
going back
Boundaries.
to you stealing from Walmart. You don't. Why did you go through my pants and find the toothpick? No, you're like, why are you stopping me?
Yeah.
You know why? Because you're trying to get out of being guilty. So like
Like
that could
So
be
that's okay.
no
Is that what you're
saying?
no no
Isn't
no.
that
I'm
a
saying
part of
that's
a
making it
narcissist?
not a narcissist. That's trying to get themselves out of being guilty. You know what I mean? Like you, okay, so you go and
But isn't that part of
Yeah.
narcissist? You're flipping
So-
it.
So what? Okay, so what happens when you're not being narcissist, right? You go through my phone, then you get upset about what you find, but what you find is nothing. For instance, let me give you an example, right? Let's just say, so and so text you and you responded back. Yeah, I did. Did you read the conversation? No, just the point that you responded back.
Okay,
No,
we'll
read.
continue reading.
Continue reading that there was nothing there. It was about
Yeah.
football, right? So at that point,
See, but you're not
What-
making
I
her
think
feel
it-
like it was her fault.
Well, I think it.
well, it is her fault for unlocking my phone and going through it.
I think you have to
Right.
look at the relationship like
Do you
look
go
deeper
through-
into the
do you go through
relationship
your
as opposed to
significant other's
just
phone?
one situation. You know what I mean?
Or do
I-
y'all have boundaries?
I have, as long as I don't care if they do, because I have nothing to hide.
I think that's
Right.
something between you and your
You
partner.
and your
Yeah.
partner.
You set that up. You know what I mean? You make.
I
that
think you
happen.
won't get mad if you have nothing to hide.
Yeah. And also too, I
That
feel
goes
like
for-
you
like-
shouldn't
Right.
be in a relationship where you feel you have to go through somebody's phone.
Yeah.
Right.
But at the same time, that's where the narcissist will come in and make you feel bad if you feel that way. Because if you feel that way, then that should be like where therapy just should set in. Let's sit down and talk about the reasons why you think that, rather than you shouldn't be going through my phone. What's your problem? You know.
Right.
So do you confuse jealousy with narcissist?
Mm.
Is that type, or is it just narcissist?
I feel like it's you have to. You
I
can
think
be
it's a
insecure.
reaction.
I
Reaction
mean,
to the jealousy,
yeah,
maybe.
that's
The
true.
reaction
Okay,
to
yeah.
the jealousy, because I can get a little jealous if like Scott,
Oh,
you know,
like that lady
paying
rubbing on him
attention
the other
to-
day.
paying attention to another
Canelo.
woman. I can get jealous, but then if I'm like making
That's
him
dip-
feel bad,
That's what
I'm
I
like,
say. You're not
hey,
putting
you know
them
what I mean?
down.
Like, yeah,
That's
and
the
I'm like,
narcissist part.
you know what I mean? And
There's jealousy, but then
but even
there's
at
this part.
that,
Right.
by
But-
definition, I don't know, because by definition, like in order for me to have, I guess, qualified as a narcissist, then I would have to gain something out of that for myself.
Now, is there
You know what I mean?
people that love narcissists?
Yes.
Because there's people, let's just say, for example, that you're in a relationship and the person was narcissist. Then you get out of that toxic relationship that was narcissist and you're with somebody nice. But they're doing everything better, but you still don't like that. So you end up talking to somebody else and that other person's narcissist. So is it become like a repetitious thing? You know what I mean?
I think it's just
you're attracted to narcissists.
it's what the
It's like, like women are attracted to deadbeats or you're
I
attracted
think
to
when
cheaters.
you-
it's what the
or, you know what I
narcissist
mean? It's
lays
like-
out at the beginning because
make you
it's
feel
like
that-
they said, like, okay, so a narcissist,
Love bomb.
right? Love bomb. You're beautiful. You're
say it's like
everything
a
I
drug.
need. You know what I mean? You're
You
everything
actually
I've
do
ever
have
wanted.
withdrawals
Wow.
from that
I wonder if
relationship
I
because
want
that's
that
all you
drug.
know.
Yeah.
But I think that the person that also too
You know it's bad for
not
you. But
seeks out the relationship, but that is in a relationship with the narcissist, I feel that they also lack something
Right.
in order to feel that they need to carry on a continue in that relationship with that person.
But you don't think that the
Where's-
narcissist made him feel that way
Well, see whether
mentally?
because
Screwed
I'm
'em up.
looking at when I say something like when I say that is I'm saying not from a spouse point of view, I'm saying it from
Like a different relationship.
An
Like
outside person looking in.
no,
Maybe.
no, I mean like the way that a narcissist would be. I feel like a lot of people say it's like a spouse, which is yes the biggest one, but I'm saying like at a work, at your work environment, or your like a mom and dad
All right.
relationship.
Right.
I'm saying that that person kind of needs that other person, which is the narcissist. So they kind of have to realize first, acknowledge, hey, this I'm being abused by this person.
Yeah.
You know, and then second of all, they have to be able to know that they can get whatever it is they need, not just from that person. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So like if they don't, okay, like let's just say it's my mom. Okay, I know I need love and I need affection and I need guidance and direction. And my mom gives me all those things, but she also does it conditionally.
Right.
So I need to know that I'm able. Okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. So that's why we continue the relationship with a narcissist.
Yeah. Because your needs
Because
are
what
being,
happens
being
is-
met to a certain degree, but also, like she said, you know, on the side, there's that manipulation and that shame and guilt and all that
Oh.
crap that
And
they
then what they
throw in, you know what I
do-
mean?
Maybe like Sally and Smiley. That's why they have a conjoined Facebook account. Right?
It's
Just playing,
like
Sally. Just playing.
the love bombing starts all over again. So then that
Mhm.
person starts to think, oh, maybe they're gonna change, but that's all part of the narcissist
Yeah.
trick.
Yeah.
They make you feel like
Do they have a book for
But
this?
I do
Yes.
believe, I do believe
I'm gonna have to read
firmly
up on that.
that your mental health is your responsibility.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And once it
It
gets to a
is.
certain degree, it's your responsibility to seek help and
Yes.
get out of that. Acknowledge that you're being abused.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and do better for yourself.
Yeah.
You know. So to a certain degree, yeah, like the way you're saying a narcissist. Well, they made me feel that way. I get that, but then at some point, you're no longer the victim. Once you're aware,
Mhm.
move forward, get help.
yeah,
Get out
yeah.
of it.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's
That's
why
that's just the way, but that's the only way you really can is if you get help or get
Right.
distracted by something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you gotta
And
be, and that's why I was saying I was getting ahead of myself because that's what I said. When you realize, hey, you know what, this person is
They're
abusing
evil.
me. Yeah, they're
Well,
evil.
they really are evil.
No, they really are evil because the thing is they get in your
It's
head and then
crazy.
you start believing what they're saying
Yeah.
and then it just really messes with you and
Yeah.
it messes with
It's
your
a
mind. So when you don't own up to your like you were saying, your
Yeah.
mental state has to be your own responsibility. Nobody's going to come save you.
Nope.
And I think that that's a problem too. I feel like honestly, sometimes we give too much, and I mean this not disrespectfully if you know we have anybody going on that's dealing with a narcissist relationship, but I feel that sometimes we give too much credit to these people. Take your control back.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Absolutely.
there's a reason why all these resources out, especially nowadays. You can have therapy over the phone. You know, it's easy as
Yeah, I think
if
they
you don't
use
want to.
Zoom also.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to Zoom it. You don't these new therapy sessions. You don't even have to talk. If you want to text, type. You know, more people are comfortable with that. I feel like that there is an epidemic with narcissism, especially coming to light because we're also breaking a lot of generational curses.
Yeah.
You know, so it is. But I feel like it's also our responsibility to step in and to do what we need to do so that we can break the cycle.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
it doesn't need to be like this, you know.
Right.
It's hard. That's
It is
that's
difficult.
the hardest
It's very-
part, though.
It's easier said than done.
It really is.
absolutely,
No,
but
it really is.
But yeah, I think awareness is definitely the first step for sure.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna start a foundation.
We,
All
have,
right,
we have a
guys,
few
so,
comments. I don't know if they're.
Hold on real quick. I forgot that I need to do this real quick.
Those are late ones.
Let me get the name of everybody who's going to be on there. All right. So we've been telling y'all guys about this toy drive that's going to be going on in Corpus. It's going to be December 6th at the ranch in Corpus Christi on Weber. The
Everhart.
address is,
Everhart.
Everhart. Sorry. The address is
Narcissist.
actually
Just kidding.
4653
you. No, man.
Everhart. 4653 Everhart. It's going to be a toy drive. And as you can see right there to the right of me, they will, K-Rob is one of the sponsors on there that's actually putting it on. DJ Ray will be hosting. Crystal Rose will be hosting. And we have Diamond Towing. That's a big shout out to Diamond Towing for their sponsorship. We have, what is this one right here?
Feels weird not being able to see none of that. I'm used to having the little TV.
Yeah, we have Reina tattoos, and then we have what's that one?
Valor Boxing Club. I'm probably saying
And
that
then
wrong.
we have Willie's Auto Sales also, and then we have
Those are the
let's see.
sponsors, right?
Yeah, those are the sponsors. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to see it on this little thing here. I know the bands that are going to be there. It will be Los Únicos, Javier, of course. Los Únicos, man. They Javier
One of
gets
my
down.
favorites.
Matter of fact, Javier, I went to the trade center to go get my little cholo look on, and I got one of the hats, and I said, "Oh shit, I look like Javier right here." I was looking like Los Únicos, and then who else do we have going to be there? Conjunto Solis will be in the house. We have Lupe Sainz Jr. will be in the house. We have Grupo Imagen. Actually, Silvia, y'all be in the house. Yeah, and then we have
Nice.
Mando La Veganza in the house. And K-Rob would be one of the sponsors for the advertisement out there. And then, of course, the ranch. Guys, this is going to be $5 to go in or a $5 unwrapped toy. And you get to see all these bands. I believe it's going to start off at 7 o'clock. Yeah, music starts at 7. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure go ahead and add Ray Ray on there, guys, so y'all can add Ray Ray and Crystal Rose to find out who's
I'll
what
be
the
there.
schedule's going to be, what everybody's doing.
Could
So
talk about narcissists. I'm just kidding.
yeah, so make sure you bring it's a $5 gift. I mean $5
Donation.
donation, or you could bring in a gift that's unwrapped that's at least worth $5.
Right.
You know, it's gonna go to kids, guys. So you already know it's going for a good thing, and you get to hear music, you get to party, you get to get drunk, and all that stuff. So you know, hopefully y'all can show up out there.
What time does it start? Does it say what time it
It
starts?
says doors open at 6, music starts at 7.
There you go.
So this is something to do, guys. This is going to be December 6th.
It's on a Wednesday.
Wednesday. And then also, let's see, let's go back to over here. And let me get rid of this one real quick. All right, so we're back on the regular screen there. We have this Friday, we have Lil Wayne going to be in the house.
Yeah, Little Wayne's gonna be at the American Bank Center this Friday.
What's his song? Get
Wee,
Low.
wee, wee.
Is it Get Low?
Oh,
Like
cop-
the cop car.
Mr. Officer.
Wee, wee, wee.
Isn't
Right?
it
Is
To
that
the
one?
Window?
No,
That's Little John.
That's Little
Mr.
John.
Cop.
That's the other
Little
little
Wayne
guy.
is a milli.
Maybe Little John will show up or something. I don't know.
He's so
This
cute.
Saturday they have the Tamale Festival going
Yeah,
on
they have the
downtown.
Tamale Festival going on downtown.
And then what else you got? I know you usually have the scoop.
Yes.
Yes.
I know in
Yes.
Kingsville they are having
Oh, the ranch hand
ranch
breakfast.
hand breakfast in Kingsville also.
What is that? What is it?
You go to the King Ranch Festival or the King Ranch, and then they're serving like breakfast, ranch
Yeah.
hand breakfast.
They
Oh,
make
that's-
it like if you like the cowboy days over the campfire and all that
Oh,
stuff.
wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'd be pretty
It's
cool.
a big event.
Where is this at?
Kingsville.
Kings,
Kings-
the King
Yeah,
Ranch.
that's gonna be Kingsville at the King Ranch.
Oh,
Do you have anything else going on in Corpus or
There was something else you mentioned. Remember that?
something in Robstown? Or
No.
He wants to
you
go
said
to
it
the
a certain
peddler
way.
show.
Peddler.
No, that's not this.
That's
weekend.
not this one.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
and I know that did they already light up the Christmas tree downtown?
Right. They lit it up the other day, last
I think,
week.
yeah, on the 5th.
Yeah, but there's a lot of festival. Every Sunday they're doing Peppermint Lane on Chaparral Street.
Oh, what about the Candy Cane Lane? That's a big thing for people to go check out.
I'm not sure if they've started Candy Cane Lane yet. It hasn't been promoted yet, but I know that they usually start to do it right
Yeah.
before Thanksgiving.
That's a good one for y'all to take your kids out to, guys. I know that I saw
Break the cycle.
I saw a bus, a party bus that is, I don't know, I want to say it was like $300 or something like that, and they take you for a whole Christmas tour around in Corpus.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
that's
But-
neat.
But I don't know who is doing it. They might need to get in contact with us or something so we can help them. What
They
else?
are doing the Thomas J. Henry,
Oh,
the
that's right.
free giveaway.
What day
For
is
the
that one?
turkeys.
That's going to be Saturday.
Saturday morning, right? Early in the morning.
Yeah, Saturday, November.
18th.
It's November 18th in Alice, San Diego, Freer, Corpus Christi.
Wow.
Cool,
So
cool,
It's
cool.
going to be
That's
all
awesome.
in the surrounding cities.
Wow, wow.
That's for the
Um,
turkey.
What else?
Is Imagen play this weekend? Friday, no?
Oh,
So
yeah.
the turkeys are going to be downtown on Star Street. So
So we have Imagen played in Kingsville
We'll
this
be in
Friday.
Kingsville
at
at
Texas
Texas Jams.
And he
That's
was
good.
on here earlier, so shout out to Joe. I hope you're still on here
Yeah,
following
big
him.
shout out to Texas Jams. We'll be out there Friday.
Friday.
If you've never been, go. It's a party. We'd love to see y'all out there. What else do we have? Oh, December 15th is my Christmas giveaway. I'm still working out on all the details, guys. I'm hoping that it's going to get going.
gonna happen, yeah.
I'm really working on trying to get it going. Hopefully it does work out the way we wanted it to go. But yeah, so keep in mind this Friday, Little Wayne, Saturday festival, Saturday
turkey giveaway,
turkey giveaway, Saturday
ranch
in
hand
King-
breakfast.
Yeah, there we go. I believe we're at the end of our time.
Taco
our
time.
Taco time. Our time. We'd like to thank you, Evangelina, for coming
Oh,
in. I know it was a
definitely.
little trip from Kingsville.
Oh yeah.
We really
Pleasure being here.
keep in mind, guys. Add her on Instagram, on
Yeah,
TikTok.
we want to get
on-
those 1,000. We want to see you
Yes.
live.
TikTok.
We want to see you do what you do live.
There
Well,
you go.
you know what I want to do though is I want to get. You see, I'm being a narcissist right here. I'm being a narcissist.
Exactly.
What is
I wanna
your
do.
Well, it depends. What is it?
But
Say
what I
you're
also
trying to do.
what I also
We'll
want to see
figure it out.
is them to get all those followers to get that $50 gift card.
I
for
know.
your-
Oh,
Wonder who's
yeah,
gonna
there you
win
go.
that.
Well,
Yeah.
the narcissist part of me is
He's owning
No.
it.
I
No.
think only narcissist part is if you're being selfish, but you're hurting someone in the process.
Right. That's
Oh.
the
You're not hurting
idea.
nobody. You good.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
hurt.
okay.
Though.
Well, I want to hurt somebody though. No. I want to get you to the 1,000, so we could go on a TikTok together and like I can kind of
Yes.
do the little
So there
that
it is.
little
Like a duet?
split screen
They
or
have
whatever it
yeah,
is.
they have the split.
It's about him. See,
where you can invite somebody on.
No,
Ain't
but-
hurting
but-
nobody.
But the
Yeah.
whole
So
thing is
good.
though, so I can get you more people on there.
Yeah,
You know,
for
Yeah.
sure.
I do a lot of
The lives.
the
I
lives,
see you go
the-
live all the time.
a lot of the crime scene areas.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, so a big shout out to Chewy Loco. A big shout out to Julie was on there.
Maria Elena.
Carlos was on there.
Maria Elena,
Magdalena.
Magdalena.
Is there anything going on tonight?
Yes, tacos.
Tuesday. It's going down on
Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
No, I don't know what goes on
I don't
Tuesday,
know.
honestly.
Well, it's a
But-
podcast.
Yeah, Tuesday is
Atomic
Atomic
Talk.
Talk, and there's nothing else going on.
Right.
The whole
That's
city
right.
shuts down right
They're
now.
just watching us.
Yeah.
right?
Shuts down at 9 o'clock.
They know what's going on right now.
I do want to add like one quick thing. I do want to encourage anybody that's watching that maybe in starting off in the beauty industry. Just go for it, guys. It's very popular. I want to say right now it's a growing industry. Texas has made it easy to obtain licenses. It used to be just one license. Now they broke it down so we can have all these smaller licenses. So take advantage, and just do it. Don't be scared. If you're scared, that's okay, because either way you're going to get through it. And, if you have determination and, a good team supporting you, you're going to be successful.
That's awesome. That's good to know because there is a lot of kids that my son, since he's graduating, there's a lot of kids that are like, I really want to go into the beauty and I really want to go into the, a lot of them are trying to do skin
Yeah.
right now.
Skin is a big thing right now.
Esthetician.
Yeah.
And they all like, do you think you think I should? And I personally, to each and every one of the kids that I talk to, anything you want to do, I don't care, if it's, there's something for everybody.
Mhm.
And a lot of them are like, well, does it make enough money if I go and do, whatever, architect, or if I go and do, management on this? I said, do what you love, because
Exactly.
at the end of the day, the money
It's-
is what makes you live. The money is what makes you happy and
Yeah.
everything. The money does get, but to wake up every single day and have to deal with it, sucks if you don't like what you like,
Yeah.
what you want to do.
Yeah. If there's no passion behind it, you're not going to want to continue to do it.
Right.
So,
Yep, exactly.
Mhm.
And then I know that you're involved in I know your husband's involved. He plays in a church out
Yeah,
there, and
mhm.
you know the your whole background is a lot in church out
Yeah.
there. So like that's if you want to invite some people out to their church to go check it
Yeah,
out.
definitely. Jesus is a Rock Church. We have services Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. We are non-denominational. Therefore, we don't have any religion. We just preach the word of God. We are very. We believe in the power of worship. So we have a full band there, and we sing until our hearts are content for Jesus. And I believe that if anybody has never come to know Christ, definitely one of the things she was saying, take responsibility for your mental health. So if you've never experienced Christ in that way, I encourage you to do so, because it is definitely a life changing.
Amen to that.
Yep.
And if y'all need any tips on fans only, contact my friend here,
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. So let you know how to get started.
How's that doing? Is it
I'll
going
just
up
let
for
you
you?
know
Or?
that so far I'm the only fan on there.
I'm gonna add myself to you.
myself.
He needs 1,000
Actually,
followers.
actually, it's going very well. You know what I mean? So you would think that a lot of women wouldn't,
Do you take food steps?
subscribe to it. But I mean, hey, big is where it's at. Big is the new sexy.
And I want to say before we sign off, going back to the whole narcissistic theme that we had, is if you find yourself in a relationship, any type of relationship, or just in any state of mind where you're confused and you're not sure, what's going on, you're being abused, you're getting hurt, just seek help. Get help.
Don't call me, but call.
There's
No,
a lot
yes.
of there's a lot of
Resources.
help out there. Yeah, resources, therapy. Talk to a friend, talk to a doctor, talk anybody that'll listen, and start taking those steps to move forward and just to help, to get some help. And I, maybe we should have put some kind of therapy resources or whatnot on here. I don't know, but
I think there's
just-
actually a site what's it called, suicide hotline number. Do you know that number?
I don't know the number.
I believe it's like
I think it went down to 3
911.
digits.
it's 811 or something like that. I believe it's
Yeah.
811. Can you look it
In
up? real quick?
Texas or where?
No, it's a
My phone is-
regardless like
Either way, I know I used to work at the police department. You can always call the non-emergency, and they have lists of resources of any kind of therapy, behavioral therapy, anything like that. You just take that first step. And I didn't want to leave all of this talk about it, just kind of hanging. If you're going through something like that, or if you think, like Scott said, you might be a narcissist or you're dealing with anything
You can
that
call
we
me.
talked about today, get help.
Yeah, and
Right.
and to know too, like, you're not the only one, because I think that's a lot of the time.
Actually, I did want to touch on that I think we've all, to a certain degree, been a victim of narcissism in some way, even if it's small or big. I think we've all been there, and it sucks. It really does, and it hurts, and it doesn't have to stay that way. You just get help.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Help is out there, definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did want to just leave on that note.
Know your worth.
I can't
Pretty
can't
much.
find it on here.
Absolutely.
Actually, I found one. It's a 1-800-989-6884. 1-800-989-6884. All right. Oh, actually, they can also call 211. 211
Two
will
and
actually,
one. Yeah, I remember they narrowed it down to two.
yeah,
There's
211 will
for the
actually guide them to,
resources.
yeah,
Yeah.
they'll guide you too, guys. So we appreciate y'all, and thank y'all for liking, viewing, sharing, and spending time with us. We will see y'all next Tuesday, same time, same place,
Going
same
down.
location.
Same back channel.
We
Hopefully
will
there's
be,
tacos next time.
we will be hitting y'all up soon, guys. Appreciate y'all. Y'all stay
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
lit.
Stay lit.
Stay lit.